turn the sunshine into love, and I can keep on dreaming. Something like the spaceship from above, and you give me that feeling, yeah. I feel I'm so excited. I feel so good, yeah. I can't describe it. I feel I know the music will keep me dancing, you keep me moving. I'm gonna tell you something just for free. I hope you catch my meaning. I'm not here to waste nobody's time, so we
Welcome back, Brawlhallers. We are towards the leg end of our amazing spring 2v2 journey, which means after today, spring is over. The whole season is done, and we get to head into summertime, so the heat is even longer than normal. That's how it works, right, Polly?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
the seasons go off with the Brawlhalla esports calendar, brawlhalla.com
so.
/schedule. By the way, my name is Paulie Monto, and I will be joining you guys for this North American 2v2 side of things. And Keg, how are you feeling about the weekend thus far? How are you feeling about moving into our final region here? Home turf for you.
Home turf, that's right. In case you didn't know, I am in America right now, brand new region, totally have never been here before. We completely rejected the Gregorian calendar in favor of the Pro Brawlhalla's esports schedule, so I'm feeling pretty good, Polly. And we have ourselves an amazing game on our hands. The first one we have today is going to be Experience and Fakie versus Set and Truck Stop Burrito. There has been changes from the winter champs over into spring champs, at least for some of these duos. Experience no longer with Zen, now with Fakie, and it seems like now Fakie no longer with Hybrid. They've divorced, and now they have a new couple.
Yeah, so we are seeing quite some newer teams here face off against each other, but of course they're all 4 players that we are very, very acquainted with and aware of. Now, one of the things that I want to mention right off the bat is I said this right before we went on live. I'm like, dude, this is a side stream game. This is a top 32 game. This is a side stream game. Like, we're seeing PR2, PR5, PR1, and then Truck Stop Burrito, kind of the dark horse here, PR25, but Truck Stop Burrito, you also cannot be underestimated whatsoever.
Absolutely, yeah, this is a banger matchup. All the more reason to watch the side stream and the main stream at the same exact time. You have nothing but banger matches, any which way you look. Now, Polly, of course, we're still stalling and waiting for 2 of our players to get in the lobby. I have to ask you the most important question of the day. Have you ever eaten a Truck Stop Burrito?
I do not know what a Truck Stop Burrito is.
It is a burrito you get at a truck stop.
I don't know what a truck stop is.
Have you ever been to a gas station?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay, good start.
Here.
But have you ever gotten a burrito there?
No, I have never gotten a burrito at all. So like we have, so we do like our tacos with like tortilla bread, like soft bread, and so when I have a burrito, it's just me folding the taco in a funny way. So it's really just a taco. So I actually have never had a burrito in my entire life.
You stun-locked me. They're a little different. Just a little different. Like, a burrito is longer, it's meatier, and depending if you get it from a truck stop or not, it can be more explosive. But just like a truck stop burrito's gameplay, it can be amazing. I mean, I want you to experience it. I'm sure you'll be at BCX this year, Polly. I want you to go to a truck stop and get a burrito there. Get one with the player themselves. I'm sure they'll be there as well. I think that'll be a great content experience.
Having a burrito at a truck stop with Truck Stop Burrito would actually be cinema.
The content makes itself.
Yeah. All right. Well, it looks like we are waiting for said player and their teammates to join the lobby right now. So,
we're
we can
still
see
waiting.
it right now. Yeah. Also, production, just making sure that we don't just look like we are yapping for no reason. They are quite literally not here.
Yeah, this is the Keg and Polly podcast. Oh, that rolls off the tongue really well.
I gotta say, Brawlhalla esports really have to put in the hours, put in the work here. We're only seeing 2,750 gold right now, level 1. How much gold do you have right now, Keg?
Oh, geez. I have 20,954 gold.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I actually don't have that much. I only have like 300k right now. I bought white for a bunch of bought white for a bunch of legends.
Oh, see, I only save up for black, then I go white.
Yeah, I know. See, the really funny story. For like the first year or 2 years, I'm gonna be honest, I'm saying such a low number because I'm kind of embarrassed. For like the first 3 or 4 years of playing Brawlhalla, I thought you had to buy the white color to buy the black color. I thought you needed both.
No, that used
I have so many.
I think that used to be the case. I remember when I was a lot younger, you would have to buy white to get black. I'm pretty sure. We have some old heads in production that I'm sure will be happy to correct me. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Speaking of old heads, Polly, I checked the date July 19th of this year will be the 10-year anniversary of me getting Brawlhalla.
I was just about to say, Keg, a lot of people think about you, and you're like, and they're like, oh, that's not like a Brawlhalla guy. Like this is one
I
of
know.
the newer casters
This is
that
my
they brought
OG.
on. People don't know you, and the thing is, if anyone calls you out for being new in the scene or in the casting sphere for Brawlhalla, they're calling themselves out because you are more OG than them in that case. You've been in the game. You casted. Is Keg Ankh status for Brawlhalla? Yes, dude. You casted Brawlhalla tournaments before I went into like puberty.
Well, when you put it like that. No, to put things into perspective, almost all the casters I started off with are developers of the game now. To an extent, yeah, Toast, Froned, Defensive, Batonic was a production, Left Stick, Foda. Pretty much everybody became a dev. It was wild. TTK? Wow. Jesus. Pretty much all the developers we had starting off are gone now, which is really weird. Man, life is wild.
I'm sorry. Am I giving you a bit of a crisis right now?
No,
you're
it's
going through something.
It's weird to think that it's only been 10 years, because on one hand it feels like it's been at least 1,000 years, but on the other hand it's like, wow, only 10 years, huh?
Only 10 years. Lots of more years to come as well.
Who got Wolfie GC to cast Brawl? That's wild. Wolfie's huge though. We're waiting on an update to see where exactly Truckstop Burrito and Scent are. I'm pretty sure like they're not behind in the bracket at all. They're just not showing up.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love to cast Brawlhalla, but it looks like we are gonna have to wait for these players. And so while we wait, you're unfortunately not gonna get any more of the Keg and Polly podcast. For that, you're gonna have to subscribe to our Patreon. We'll see you guys in a second.
Please.
We're going to a break. We're not giving you any more of a free sample. See you later.
And that concludes our wonderful podcast of Keg and Polly. Thank you so much for. Oh, hi, guys. We're live. Hello. Guess what?
I think we're live.
Oh, but our podcast is over. Does that mean we have a game?
I think. I mean, you know,
Brawlhalla?
rumor says that there might be some players who were on time. These players are gonna have to play a little bit earlier, so maybe we're still waiting for them to connect into the lobby. We hope we're gonna get a game soon, but I'm really praying at this point, Keg.
Praying. Well, I think maybe your prayers have been answered. It seems like we may have a new set of players, all 4 in fact. And, you know, we were going to have a banger matchup before our break, but guess what? We have another bangerer, maybe even a bangerer matchup too. We have Guichibu and Hexo versus Volst and Blue Guys. This is also going to be a neat pairing too, and what makes me most excited, Polly, is that Guichibu and Hexo have been a duo for a pretty long time now.
Yeah, and they are both players that I am a pretty big fan of. Most notably, of course, Guichibu has been playing phenomenally, especially in 2024. They're starting off 2025 quite strongly as well. And Hexo, I actually didn't get to see that much Hexo until the most recent BCX, where they really blew me away. Now, how are you feeling about Volst and Blue Guys?
These are 2 players I haven't seen a lot of footage of preparing for this event, so I'm going into this with expectations that they're going to play very well baseline, but I don't really know the exact intricacies of how they're going to perform. And that's exciting for me, because this first game will be a big game of adaptability and downloading for both of these teams on both a big picture and a small picture level. And by the time we get the, games 2 and I'm sure game 5, we're really going to see a lot of elevated gameplay.
We're most definitely going to see a lot of that now. Volst and Blue Guys is also a team that I'm very excited about seeing. Blue Guys, of course, been a competitor for a very long time. It was a name that you recognized as well. Volst, on the other hand, I feel like Volst has really been stepping up his game very recently, like the past 2 years. Of course, they had a very strong performance at BCX, but I feel like Volst has been one of these players that have kind of slowly been creeping their way up deeper and deeper into the bracket. And I think it's always very interesting to see these players that are not they're not upcomers and then they just blow up, but you zoom out and they've had this like slow linear path upwards for several years, showing their dedication.
You say that with Volst, right? But I'm looking at Blue Guys, and back when I was, a die-hard Brawlhalla, a mainlining the game, right, non-stop, this was someone I think I played 2v2s with somewhat regularly in ranked, like, back when he was first starting out. And so, homie, he's been getting better and better every single year, but he's been on this track for a very long time. And so, I think him up against Volst, or with Volst, I should say, right now, will be a very good pairing. They've already been finalists before, Polly. I think from here on out, this could be an easy track for them to get the grands.
I mean, Guichibu and Hexo are super strong too. They played
That's
3
true.
tournaments together. They got top 8 in all of them. Most recent one being Max Mode, of course. We are seeing a Queen Nai coming out from Guichibu, opting to go for that Spear instead of playing the Lin Fei. And we're seeing the Nyx that I know and love and that I got to see from BCX. I'm super hyped about all of these players. We're about to get started. The first game of the broadcast. Let's go, Keg.
Very interesting to say, too, that we're in an in-between period where the Chakra dominated a lot of 1v1s for Spring Champs, dominated a lot of Winter 2v2s. Not the case after the major nerf. However, from all the regions we've watched on stream so far, Polly, I believe this is the first site we have seen at all on broadcast.
Yeah, there's not been a lot of sides, that's for sure, at least not in the 2v2 side of things. Guichibu trying to make something happen with those guitars. That's going to be Blue Guys, Blue Panda going down quite early from that ground pound. Now Volst left to fend for himself, doing a great job on the spear. But Guichibu and Hexo are quickly taking control over the game. Volst, he's able to make it back though.
Volst and Blue Guys have to be so careful off ledge. You have the sight down air to worry about. You have Guichibu's Sigs that can pummel you to that lower blast zone. You go off stage, it's essentially over. Already Blue Guys suffering not once but twice over now with 2 stocks lost. And Volst just losing their first off stage has been a major issue on Fortress of Lions.
Yeah, Guichibu and Hexo playing phenomenally thus far. We're seeing some absolute dominance here in this first couple of stocks. Hexo going for that GC side signature. Volst able to not get hit by those side signature, going to hit their own teammates.
Both Hexo and Guichi would love to go for the GC side sig on both of their weapons. That's going to be the punish off of side air from the Black Knight and Volst themselves. Only the first stock now lost between Guichi and Hexo. They have 5 left to work with. And now, verticality needs to be the name of the game. Blue Guys needs to be so careful, but uh-oh. That could have been very drastically bad. Luckily, though, Polly, it gets better. Sider doesn't connect. Guichi from the sides. They're going for the 2v1. The finisher, the GC side sig off of blasters. Hexo removes away Blue Guys from game number 1. And with 1 stock left now, Volst has to face a 1v5 stocks.
This is going to be incredibly difficult. I mean, at this point, you're already thinking about game number 2. This is going to be borderline impossible.
Makes me wonder, has there ever been a 1v5 clutch at this level of play before?
I think so. I think definitely.
Really?
One stock against 5? Yeah, for sure. I mean, this game has been around for a long time at this point, Keg. There's been a lot of esports games.
Yeah, but that's like shooting star levels.
One thing that I gotta mention, Hexo is the luckiest man on the planet right now. Probably one of, if not the best Nyx player global, or at least one of the most experienced Nyx players global. And Nyx had this amazing skin drop. Hex is the luckiest man alive.
Okay, I'm with it. Oh, went in a little deep there, overheated a bit. Weapon throw is out, confirmed game number 1. Very solid work. One of the most dominant games I think we've seen in general so far for our broadcast blocks, Polly.
Yeah, well, that might not be a very high mark considering it is the first game that we have seen the Cake.
I meant for any region.
Can change.
Any region.
Oh, for any region.
Yeah,
that's a bold claim. That's a bold claim.
A 5-stock lead at the end of game 1. I think that's pretty good. We see the swap already. We see Blue Guys heading over to the Tezca pick. I think these battle boots will be good to contest the site.
They could be. They could be. We are seeing the swap up here. Of course, was on the Terros before. Now they're gonna have I would say a little less force, but we are actually seeing the 9 strength coming out from the Chell. So they are gonna be able to put on some damage, but they're gonna be able to potentially play some more 1v1s and maybe try and split them up a little bit more. Time will tell. We're waiting right now. Hexo is restarting the game real quick.
Oh, gotcha, I see. I mean, what we started seeing in the mid-game a lot more was each player playing a lot more dare-heavy, very vertical, chipping away damage. I will say, once the stock started lowering a lot from Volst and Blue Guys, it was them taking more of that priority, and Guichi and Hexo would play more just grounded control. They would go for the GC side sigs a lot. So I think the idea now for Blue Guys is to try to catch out those GC side sigs and punish them with a lot of chip damage. Alright, Hexo, back in the lobby now. We are getting ready to start for game number 2. We were at Fortress of Lions. That did not benefit Blue Team whatsoever. Fortress of Lions is still up though for the bans, and we head over there yet again. This was the choice from Guichi and Hexo. They found so much success with the spacing on this stage. And here we go. Game number 2.
1, brawl!
Alright, game number 2 is going on. Polly seems to be having some tech difficulties at the moment, so we will take care of this while we wait. Things starting off really well. Guichi was solidifying a 1v1, make that a 2v1 extension. Blue Guys suffering so much, but the battle boots are finally out. This is an opportunity to have stage control. Blue Guys does have the extra spacing to wait for Guichi to get back onto the stage. Guichi, possibly stuck in the air, does relegate away the guitars, throws them away, tries to get that spacing in. GC, neutral sig, unarmed, allowing some extra space to be given, but plenty of damage has been applied to everybody except for Volst. Hexo, though, looking to gather that damage on forward, tries to go for the timing off of Guichi with a neutral sig off of Scythe, does not connect. Great recovery off of Volst, allows both the red team to go into the air, and the first KO to come out for game number 2. A double KO nonetheless. Guichi and Hexo now. They were behind, but immediately Guichi comes back in spades with a double KO of his own, completely resetting the lobby. Looks like Poly's still having some struggles at the moment. That's quite all right. Volt's now taking a little bit of extra precautions themselves. Remember, both Hexo and Guichibu's characters are going to be very attacker heavy. Volst on the Orion, or the Black Knight I should say, does not have a lot of defense comparatively speaking to everybody else. You've got to be careful with these 2v1 combos. Immediately taken back once again. Both the Nyx and the Queen Nai come back with another double KO. And Volst and Blue Guys, despite having such a dominant lead for just a few seconds, has already been fallen behind by an entire stock. Tezca pick was a big struggle. Has not kept up. Volst in the air with the side airs, attempting to catch out Hexo, is not able to do so. The slide charge neutral sig off of these guitars from Guichibu have caught out so many of the blue team members. There it is. Signature denied. Coming back with the GC down. Sig has been good. Hexo, great ground pound. That's going to be first stock. Guichibu with Hexo now. Final stock of game number 2. But look at Blue Guys. Deep red. Hey,
Very damaged here.
Oh, hello, Poly.
Yeah, we were having some technical difficulties, but I've been looking at the game all throughout here. I can see Volst and Blue Guys have had themselves a much stronger performance here in the second game. Guichibu and Hexo, they're looking to close it out though. Both players are down in the reds and early oranges here. Guichibu, I'm especially looking at Guichibu with these high power Queen Nai signatures. We're seeing the neutral signatures fly out. The recovery, not going to be enough.
Synergy between Hexo and Guichibu looks so good. They're able to catch out each other for extended combos like nobody I've seen so far in Spring Champs. Volst, though, could disrupt it. They just need a really good recovery, especially against Hexo. Unbelievably lit up. It's winnable, very winnable. But on the stage, a Pogo is sending you down to the blast zone. A clean 2-0 to finish off game number 2.
And there it is. I mean, just like that, Volst and Buku Pandan, they were looking close, but not close enough. Super strong performance there, and really able to swing it back toward the end. I do gotta say, I mean, the difference between the first and the second game was quite large. If Volst and Buku Pandan are able to level up yet again, potentially they could get a game off here.
Yeah, I wasn't able to see how much damage Buku Pandan got into game number 2 with the Tezca, but just the impact overall, having that down air, the ground pound capabilities off stage, and just making sure Guichibu and Hexo were punished a lot more for their aerial gameplay, I think was a lot to help make things incredibly close.
Okay, seeing a lot of aerial gameplay right now. Both Guichibu and Hexo trying to use their anti-airs to the best of their ability here. Volst and Buku Pandan are able to take the stage control, but Guichibu and Hexo are able to take it back very quickly. Volst trying to help out their teammate. That could have been devastating. Guichibu mistiming that GC down signature. Volst doing a really good job working his way around that.
Oh, there it is!
That nair. Oh no, not like this. The weapon throw connects. What just happened? How did Hexo go down there? What?
Truly unlucky.
I actually have no idea what happened.
We'll have to see in the replays. Guichibu is taking so little damage. Keep in mind, Queen Nai just built like a battle tank. Can take so much more than pretty much anybody else in the Brawlhalla roster. That being said, though, a combo of 3 different players against you, it seems. Hexo fending for themselves. The side air from Volst does connect. It's just a matter now of Blue Guys on the gauntlets. What they were most notorious for way back in 2016 when they first came out. Is doing so well, but can't find the finisher against Hexo. Comes so close!
There comes out. It's not early enough to interrupt the neutral lines from not bouncing away. Signature is going to be the knockout. Has to go commit to the offstage. It would have been massive. Hexo will be going down as he makes that commitment, though. Pretty evened out, honestly. Volst and Buku Pandan, they've been so good and so efficient at finding the knockouts. It feels like Hexo and Guichibu are constantly one step ahead in terms of the lead, but they're never allowing them to expand upon that lead.
Wow. I think this is the second stock Guichibu has lost this entire set.
Let's see if they're able to take... They're gonna take 2 more, man. They gotta take 2 more. He's looking completely healthy. He's able to grab 1 knockout. Buku Pandan out, left in this 1v2. He does a great job at maneuvering around Hexo and Guichibu, making sure he doesn't get stuck in a team combo. Oh, they're able to find a little bit of a team combo, getting some damage from the Guichibu at least.
Good evasion for Guichibu, using these guitars to fish for down airs, waiting for someone to be distracted on the blue team to get that initiation, separate out both these players to enable the 2v1s, follow up on Hexo, recovery not going to connect. Good way of solidifying damage though. Blue guys only needing one more really good signature to be sent out, possibly of this game. There it is. That's one.
Okay.
Maybe make it two. Recovery does not connect. Goichibu guessed wrong. Bolt is back down, but all it takes is the slide charge. Side sig to get a clean 3-0 once again for Goichibu and Hexo. Wow.
Looking solid. Looking
Holy
very, very
moly.
solid. I mean, there were some moments where you're like, okay, Volst and Buko Panda, they're kind of doing something. They're able to put a dent into Guichibu and Hexo, but you know, every time that happened, Hexo and Guichibu, they just reminded us that they are on a completely different caliber. What happened with Hexo here? Hexo was straight up SD, dude. That was quite the crazy offstage play. And they were still able to come back because Hexo just had to play a little bit more careful, and they were chilling.
Yeah, it's not the first time Hexo had done that in this series either. At the end of game one, Hexo did the same exact thing where he just overheated a bunch. But when you have such a lead like that, you might as well go for a play like that. That's kind of crazy like that. It's always worth it for the highlights for TikTok. But I mean, overall, really impressed what we saw for our first set of the day. Luckily, though, all of our players are here now for the second set for today. King Sen, Truck Stop Burrito, we have everybody in the lobby for the most part. Of course, the people in chat can't see the lock-ins just yet, but Double Teros looking to dominate this lobby is going to be quite interesting, Polly.
Yeah, there's gonna be some Terroses, Terrai.
Terrai.
We discussed this yesterday. What is the plural of Terros, Keg?
I think it would still be Teros, right?
We have two Terros on the screen right now,
that makes
and they're definitely going to be able to wreak some havoc. It's of course Scent and actually Experience also rocking that Terros.
Yeah, that's interesting to me to see Experience having only 2 Dexterity. I think Dexterity in 2v2 is overall slightly less important because you do have more time to set up, you know, GC, end lights, side lights, whatever you want to do for the extended combos. He's going to be taking more of that anchor position, whereas I think normally the Kaya is going to take that spot, which is FX right now. That's going to be more of the initiator for a lot of these long-standing combos, and that's why the Kaya is going to be rocking that 8 defense.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Also, like Experience is so quick, he don't even need that
That's
that
true.
dexterity, dude.
That's
I mean,
very
he's
true.
he's probably gonna be chill anyway, and yeah, especially with his kind of play style, I think two dexterity is probably going to be fine. Only time will tell. We are actually waiting for a certain player. I'm not gonna say their name, but there's a certain player that we're waiting for.
Yes, we still are. So tell me more about those Truck Stop Burritos, Polly.
I've never had one, and I still never had a burrito.
No,
so we
not
actually,
even during the break?
yeah, no, not even during the break. We have gotten word that his computer crashed or something. So something going on. Very unfortunate, of course. You can't really help the technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's true. I
On
mean,
the
we got word from
on tournament
production. They have 5 minutes, so we can do our 5-minute Polykeg podcast. Of course, this is usually the highlight of every broadcast ever, regardless if it's Brawlhalla or not. So, Polly, where did
everyone
it all
that's
begin?
muting that stream right now and setting a 5-minute timer.
It's
If you
not
don't want to
even
hear
worth
this,
the rewards!
mute the stream and come back in 5 minutes, and we're gonna have some games for you. If you haven't muted the game because you are probably playing Brawlhalla and you have us on your second monitor,
And they love us.
I hope you win the game, dude. You should read him. He's probably gonna dodge in.
Well, so, oh, nope, never mind. We had one player join. That was Goichibu, not who we wanted to have join. So, Polly, who do you, what, actually, let me start with this first question. What do you think is the best weapon in Brawlhalla right now?
That's a very difficult question. If you asked me that a week ago, it'd be a very easy question.
Well, not anymore.
I have not played the game as actively as I usually do in the last couple of months because of school, etc. So I am going to abstain from answering this question. I apologize.
Okay.
What about you? Because I know I'm just gonna make something up and I'm gonna say something that's just not true. And like what's the point, you know?
Everything's subjective, I suppose. I mean, I'm always been like, I think since I've come back, as I've gotten older and more decrepit in Brawlhalla, I've been a bow main. I think it's super strong. It was a great counter to Scythe in 1v1s. I think right now, probably the strongest weapon, at least up against me, is probably going to be the hammer. I think D-Lights are just such a strong anti-initiation tool in 1v1s, but that's been a very big struggle I've always had as a player.
Yeah, of course, Axe is always doing super good. Spear too. I feel like people are always underestimating Spear, and it's just like every now and again people are like, wait, Spear is not okay, and then they don't nerf Spear, and then people forget.
Okay. Well, we just got an update, so it looks like we are throwing to a new set. We have Flower and Anime Fan versus Aquatic and Sweaty Meat. My favorite.
No way! Yes! I love this player. The greatest nickname in Brawl.
Oh, did we just lose Polly?
Oh, I think I'm fine. I think I'm back.
Yeah, I think you're good. This is a certified America moment.
I think so indeed. I think the EU ping is right now.
That's okay. That was me yesterday. So I will say this other part. If we get in trouble for saying this, I apologize ahead of time. It looks like one of the players for the other set asked for a DQ. It happens. Sucks. It is what it is. But hey, we got Sweaty Meat, which Polly seemed to be a very big fan of Sweaty Meat.
I do indeed enjoy some Sweaty Meat gameplay,
don't we all?
which we are going to be seeing now. Playing with Aquatic, of course. They're going up against Anime and Flower, which are also two players that I'm a really big fan of. Now, I have been an Anime fan for quite some time. see what I did there?
Oh.
I'm not funny. I'm not funny. Yeah, because Anime... Thing is, anime has been playing and grinding the game so hard, and I'm always gonna support the players that are working hard. You know, I'm a big fan of, I'm a big supporter of Hybrid right now in North America for the exact same reason. If you work hard, you know, a big part of me just wants you to succeed if you're a hard worker. An Anime Fan has been getting like thousands of games in both game modes for several seasons. I don't know how much they've been playing as of recently. I don't know if they've been to that almost insane level of activity as of recent. But they've been a very hardworking player for sure. All of the players in here are, and on their side, Flower, very, very technical player that I also really enjoy watching.
I mean, I know Anime back from their sort of breakout with Anime and Hideaway way back in 2023. They were kind of that star-studded, I think it was fall 2v2s where they really broke out and showed what they could do with the Chronix combo way back. Obviously, we've moved away from Chronix over the last few years, and we've had some more interesting gameplay since then, so seeing Anime now with Flower, it's definitely newer for me, but we are heading straight into game number 1. We're on the bans right now. It is going to be, oh my, Grugach?
I don't know. Your guess
Teros.
is as good as mine. That's Teros. It's Teros. Yeah, it's Teros.
Teros.
We're seeing
Teros.
Flower on the Teros. Yeah, which to my disappointment, by the way, I want to see Flower on bow, but I get it. We're in 2v2. We gotta have 3 axes on the screen. I get it.
Yep. And having the Kai is just such a strong usual anchor legend as well. You have the spear for the ground pounds with recoveries, and you have the bow for the angled recoveries as well. Just so good for anti-air capabilities. Heading into game number 1, though, it's Fortress of Lime. I was like Grugach. Flower in a great spot early on to take some damage. However, so many axes on the board. Flower's just not allowed to exist on the stage.
Yeah, and it's been mainly Aquatic actually popping off on Flower here, able to rack up a lot of damage. That axe was looking super solid. Now able to get a little bit of a combo. Sweaty Meat getting a sideline onto Aquatic though. First knockout is going to come out. Neutral signature is close, but it's not going to find its mark there.
Oh, that's great though. Even though Flower lost that first stock, it seems like Sweaty was just about to lose their first as well. However, that right side of the stage, heavily contested. Oh, jeez. What's going to happen down here? Look at Anime. He is dodging and weaving everything.
So light comes out. That's going to be enough to find the knockout. Trying to get the landing here. Flower able to play it safely though. Neutralite coming out, trying to get a little bit of a conversion here. They're able to get the stock off of Sweaty Meat. That'd be massive. He's been a little bit more, I was calling out Aquatic playing super well. Sweaty Meat, a little bit more inactive in that first stock, but it has allowed him to stick to the stock right now. So doing a really good. He's popping off too now. Yeah, he's able to find that side signature to get that extra stock. He's doing damage for sure.
He's playing safer, but I think when he does find a hit, it's always been impactful. That side sig he got, to remove Flower's second stock, just changed the game completely. And look at this, attempted 2v1 combo, almost a GC neutral sig coming out from Aquatic to finish it off. Doesn't quite connect, but Anime now, oh, just barely getting back onto the stage. Great double GC from both of Blue Team's members, kind of collapsing upon each other though. Anime, if they can survive and hold on to the second stock, it could be a game changer as Aquatic chips away more damage against themselves. Luckily, good evasion! It's a down sig from Sweaty.
Ground pound comes out. Not going to be enough to find the knockout. Aquatic trying to go out there and finish it up. Neutral signature connecting against all of the players. Only second part hitting against Flower, so it's not going to have enough force to get that knockout. Dare comes out. Not able to connect the team combo though. And there a little bit later is going to be enough to find the knockout. What a dodge from Flower, and he's able to connect it at the end too. Beautifully played by Flower.
Sweaty had such a big lead, and now it's all completely gone. As long as Flower can survive, and surely they will, it'll be in the much closer game number 1. Anime has to face this 2v1 mostly alone now. Make sure that no one goes near Flower whatsoever. They're attempting to. 1v1. Sweaty's not able to find the hits. Remember, every time he finds a hit, it's impactful. There it is, the Neutralite. Back on stage. Weapon throw into a recovery as fast as lightning. Sweaty has no weapon.
Oh no.
That's Anime gone. Flower, the setup is out, but the unarmed recovery once again. Sweaty saves the day. A lot of damage from both the Blue Team's members for game number 1.
Dude, I can't lie, they were both playing super clean. Like, I'm very expressed. I'm very impressed by the level of gameplay just at the very start here coming out from them. We're definitely gonna have to see some adjustments coming out from Flower and Anime. It was still quite even though. I mean, look at this first stock. They were quite far behind. They were able to take that back to a fairly large extent, but yeah, 3 stocks against 6, did I see at a certain point? No, 3 stocks against 5 or 4.
Yeah,
they were struggling for quite a time.
Gotta give major props to Anime to take down that second stock of the Roman Reigns Sweaty Meat before things went from bad to even more worse. But we do swap away from Fortress Alliance back over to Demon. There's not going to be any floating platforms to work with. Ledge guarding is going to be virtually non-existent with this sort of stage style. But most importantly, for Anime, this is the best bow stage in the game. Should be pretty good for Anime Fan indeed. We're of course also having a very high ceiling here, which isn't going to affect any of the players. So it's a pretty good map for all of the players, which makes it a pretty even and balanced map for everyone here. I feel like Aquatic and Flower, Aquatic and Sweaty Meat trying to get a combo onto Flower there, able to get out of it though. Nice side surgery coming out from Sweaty Meat, going to get that first strike. Neutralite to catch the landing. They got the synchronized weapon starve going on too. You already know. Yeah, this is a ballet coming out from NA. We saw Guichi Boo's team do the same thing, have just this synchronicity that's unbelievable. But Anime has to play so carefully. Had to play off of Flower's respawn timer to ensure that they don't get 2v1 that hard. It was a very quick stock 1 loss off of Anime. Luckily though, downsig comes through. Aquatic does fall. Sweaty.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great neutral
Beautifully
sig.
lined up. Even knowing he would glide off of there and connecting, it's super nice by Anime Fan. Aquatic, oh, nice option. The GC D-Light there while on the sweat beat. Not able to find something here. Goes on the offstage against the Hammer player. That's really brave, and he isn't gonna have to pay the price for it either. Not able to find anything massive though. Sweaty Meat and Aquatic are slowly but surely building this lead further here.
Just so much force behind the Bryn and Taro Sigs coming out from the Blue Team. That silent Sig coming out from Aquatic was great to remove Flower's second stock. Remember, they're down on defense, up in attack. They'll have slightly less than usual, but still a lot of defense. Anime, very deep red on this second stock. Aquatic may be the next to fall. We'll give a small lead to Red Team, as long as Anime can survive enough to make damage work.
That's very, very unfortunate. Team KO coming out there. Sweaty Meat able to get the recovery though. That's going to be the second knockout. Flower and Anime Fan, they have that weapon disadvantage now on behalf of Anime. And they're not actually going to be committing to a weapon guard or weapon starve either. They're allowing Anime to pick up that spear. If he was able to find that recovery on the Flower, it would have been massive. Baited out the sideline, get some extra damage. Aquatic and Sweaty Meat are looking strong right now, Keg.
Strong, the extension's not out. Flower unfortunately falls. Aquatic had the cider that would have confirmed against Anime, brought us to game 3, but no, Anime survives. Pogo? Pogo? Not another Pogo, will there be? No, instead it's the downlight to connect against the anti-Pogo. Sweaty stuck in the air. Neutral Sig did not connect from Anime. Sorry, but the D-Sig does. Sweaty tries to follow up off a Sig of their own. That does not work. Things are getting heated now. Anime, as long as they can parse out these 1v1s, it's certainly winnable. But they have to do it right. Can it work out? That's a cider. Everyone's playing so cautiously. The ball does not work. Recovery in the air, Polly. Ball was out.
Aquatic missed it. There's
It's
no
winnable.
way.
Cider. The weapon
There's
throw.
no way.
That should be
Aquatic
it.
and Sweaty
Another
Meat.
weapon throw. Recovery. Oh.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
Unlucky.
Okay. That could have been bad. That could have been bad, Keg. Aquatic and Sweaty Meat, that was looking a little bit shaky towards the end. Aquatic really performing well in that game, man. How much damage did I see on behalf of Aquatic? I saw
750.
Yeah, wow. Absolutely insane.
Unbelievable. I mean, a little bit of a lower damage game coming out from both of the Terroses. I expected a little bit more. Flower just had a hard time surviving stock number 1 the last 2 games. I hope now this will be the change to turn it around. Demon Island and Small Fortress of Lions are still on the board, yet to be banned, and it looks like we return once again the Demon, which was still a fairly close stage overall, Polly, but I honestly expected to see a little bit more of a dominance from the bow pick.
Absolutely. We are seeing Anime doing very well on that spear though. I feel like especially in that last 1v2, the spear of course was really coming out to shine, and Anime Fan is definitely showing off their spear skills overall here. Flower did have a slightly more rough game there, but if they're able to retaliate, if he's able to bounce back here, things can definitely still happen. I feel like I'm having such a hard time critiquing any of these players because I like if I follow a single player for like 20 seconds, it feels like everyone is playing so well. Flower not able to make it back.
That's devastating within 30 seconds of it starting, Polly. It's 0-2 right now for this red team. Anime and Flower, these could be their last stocks to work with in this matchup. They have to use it to keep their heads above water. Great follow-up, a double follow-through. Flower, there, the confirmation. Will that be enough? The Pogo does not connect. Sweaty Meat does get back on stage.
Cool. Aquatic able to make sure Anime doesn't help out their teammate by getting them stuck in that unarmed Nair.
Oh no, the Nair!
Yeah, they are struggling into the scramble. You can definitely see Sweaty Meat and Aquatic have a tight grip in the neutral here. Goes for the GCD sig. Aquatic beautifully covering for their teammate there and able to find the knockout with that there as well. Anime Fan able to go for the knockout himself though off the left-hand side. Sweaty Meat making sure that his damage is fairly even with his teammates so that the respawn timers won't be all wonk.
You don't want any wonkiness happening. Potentially, your survivability in this set staying contingent on it. Flower, the point of contention right now to watch out for. 1 stock left. Now already deep orange. Has been targeted quite a bit. Slide charge D-Sig from Aquatic does not connect. Targeting, though, maybe. The spear throw does not connect. Oh, a lot of connections are not missing. Luckily, though, it manipulates the spacing. Both Sweaty Meat and Aquatic now down to their final stock. Flower still needs to survive.
Yeah, but I mean, we are looking at Flower being the player here on the red team with a complete fresh stock here. And allow me to remind you, last game, this guy, he knows how to 1v2. Flower almost going for something massive on the offstage, but Aquatic is going to be able to turn that situation around. And it's going to be Anime Fan now left to fend for himself here in this 1v2.
Dude, Anime. His dodging and weaving in these 1v2s has been exquisite, but the double Pogo nearly connects. Stage guard. Hey, wait, hold on. Who are we attacking?
Oh, That could have been massive. If you found that there, that could have been so good, but Sweaty Meat able to cover for their teammate, help them get back up onto the stage. Anime Fan is going to get stuck in the combo, but Aquatic can't find the side light. Neutral light comes out. Is he going to be able to make it back to the stage? He will. No connection on any of the attacks thrown by Sweaty Meat either.
Oh, Anime can maybe survive light hits, but no signatures whatsoever.
I'm holding my breath right now,
Me
Keg.
too.
Can he do it?
Oh,
Recovery
that's such a
comes
tough
out.
question. Oh, that was huge! The ground pound should have solidified it, but look at this one single hit from anything. Anime's gone from the set. There it is. Sidelight is out.
There
Wow.
it is.
Blue team.
I mean, look, I think everybody in this lobby did a great job, but Anime was the one that brought each of these games really down to the wire. Deep red stocks for both Aquatic and Sweaty Meat every time. Just could not find those final hits.
Absolutely. Now, with that being said, I mean, let's not forget game number 1. Anime Fan was looking a little bit more rough around the edges, but he was able to retaliate super, super well. This was in eliminations bracket, actually, so that is going to be them sent out of the tournament. Now, I do want to say this as well, and I want to make this very clear. I said it in the middle of the game. I feel like if you just followed one player for like 10 seconds, I had a really hard time critiquing any one of them, because it felt like all of them were playing good. All of them were on top of their game. It's just that you know, Aquatic and Sweaty Meat, they were all on the top of their game a little bit more. They were top. They were more top, I guess you could say.
Definitely more top for Sweaty Meat, but I mean, I gotta say, I really enjoyed how the team synchronicity worked out well for a lot of the sets so far for 2v2's Americas. I mean, we talked about it for SEA, we talked about it for Middle East. A lot of teams that are able to bounce off each other for those combo extensions have been the ones that make it far into this tournament. Guichibu and Hexo, great example from a set earlier. Aquatic and Sweaty Meat, also fantastic at doing that. To me, it seemed like Flower and Anime, they worked well together, but a lot of what they were able to do in terms of impact was down to 1v1s.
Absolutely, and 1v2s. I mean, 1v2s as well.
I
Anime Fan.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, Anime Fan doing a great job in those situations. Now, guys, we are gonna have some more phenomenal gameplay for you guys with some more of the sets going on forward. But before we go into that, we are going to take it to a very, very quick break. So make sure you stick around, and we will see you guys in just a second.
Well, I sure hope you enjoy the sets that we had so far for the 2v2 side stream block for NA Spring Championships, but guess what? I have something even better for you. More NA 2v2 Spring Championships! We are so thankful and fortunate to be here. My name is Keg, and I'm joined by Polly, and we have ourselves 2 more sets for our block.
Yeah, we're coming back for some more gameplay, and we have an absolute banger for you guys. It is going to be, and I love these teams, man.
Yeah?
It's going to be Meow and Pringles. Let me just stop right there. Why is it that specifically in fighting games, people have the funniest gamer tags? Like Meow and Pringles. Both of these names are just amazing.
Honestly, I meow when I eat Pringles, so I get it.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
They
you can't
are
take me
going
to
to
a
be
grocery store
fighting.
anymore.
They are going to be fighting Levitating and Toast for Press, and allow me to quote our producer right before we went live. He said, both Meow and Pringles are BCX finalists, and then they're fighting against Levitating and Toast for Press, but Toast for Press is really good.
Okay. I'm with
Yeah,
it.
so
I
make
believe
of that
it.
what you will.
Okay. I mean, look, I think this will be another banger series on our hands. If it's anything like the last 2 sets that we had, Polly, it's going to come down to who can be able to bounce off their teammates more. You have 2 BCX finalists. I think it's going to be kind of hard to beat that. But again, you know, I think there's definitely a big opportunity for... I don't even think you can really call it an upset, but like you could have an opportunity for a very long set too.
Absolutely, there's definitely anything can happen here. We are waiting for the players to enter in the room, and I am getting a little bit. I am getting a little bit scared right now
Really? How come you're getting scared, Polly?
because we have players not showing up. I'm just saying, I'm getting some deja vu. It's been a day. It has been a day today. That's all I'm gonna say. But we do have a Toast for Press here.
Yes, one player just came in. We're just waiting on one more. You know, certified America moment to have people come in late. You know, having been born on the East Coast, Polly, and moving to the West Coast, it's wild to see that East Coast people care more about being on time or like being early to functions and things than West Coast people, right? Because you could be very lax on the West Coast with call times, and it's still weird to me.
I can't relate to any of which you just said, but I'm going to politely nod and agree. Yes.
Yeah, just nod and agree.
Yeah.
Nod and agree. All right,
For
we're
sure,
just...
yeah. Everything you said is correct. We do have the players in the game finally. Toast for Press and Levitating. Only player now hovering over or levitating over the legend pick is levitating. I'm so funny today. I'm so funny, Keg.
Certified. The American humor is affecting your bloodstream, Polly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know the joke is on fire whenever you say the joke, and then you're just filled with incredible dread afterwards.
That is every American joke ever. But hey, we get into game number 1, Fortress of Lions. We have the Kaya Ogrim for Pringles and meow. And then Toast for Press and Levitating, rocking the Rayman and the Bryn. So 3 axes on the board. It's gonna be like the last set where you just cannot land on the stage at all.
Okay, we are jumping. We're jumping right into things here, and so far Pringles, all of the players have been able to pick up a weapon here. Pringles and Toast have taken just a little bit of damage. Looks like they're gonna continue on a quick 1v1 here. Able to pick up a bit of a combo though. Quite even here. Just picking up any kind of damage we can get. We're seeing a bit of a scramble here.
Yeah, scramble, absolutely indeed. Goal for the blue team, isolate 1v1s, attempt to rack up that damage and make sure 2v1 combos can exist. Levitating is loving the left side of the stage. Pringles has to stay in the air and avoid the Bryn, but that just allows Toast to get the first KO of the set. That's going to be a great gauntlet recovery out. Maybe not once, but twice. No, but certainly not thrice. It's going to be Pringles to evade everything, but a side air does send him far off away. It's up to him to try to survive, but both of the remaining 3 stocks are gone now. Only Toast has that first stock left.
Meow, doing a good job on the spear. Able to almost pick up that stock. Now down signature. That's going to finally be enough to take the stock off of Toast for Press. As Levitating is stuck in this quick 1v2. They're not able to find a combo, so Levitating doing a good job at sticking to the stock. But he will go down to Orange, taking some hits there.
By a bit of a stock reset after the first kerfuffle that we had seen. Do love the way we're seeing a lot of anti-air capabilities off of this Lance. It has been tough for Pringles to find impact. He is able to find some poking right on the ground. A good sider against Toast has been great, but the follow-through has not been able to connect off of Toast, who has struggled to find a hit after picking up his axe.
Levitating, able to connect that down signature though. That's going to be the second stock dropped from Meow here, as they're entering the first player to enter the last stock here. Neutralite comes out and they're able to get a bit of a combo too. This could be massive down into Orange, just like that. Meow is going to have to play so careful. He's able to find a side signature though to even things out a bit more. And the second one too, Meow with back-to-back signatures. Really, really important stuff right there coming up from Meow.
Another apocalypse of a second stock. It's like the first two never happened, Polly. And we're back at a reset once again. Meow with the bow, looking for the proper spacing to start with maybe a downlight into a sidelight. Nope, not going to quite be the case though. Toast instead has completely dominated neutral,
yeah.
forcing all of red team to the
Getting
stage.
so much
Great
damage.
side air. Not once, but again, twice to set things up for a recovery off of Levitating. The end game #1.
There
What
it
a
is.
great double.
Blue team wins.
1-0 for Levitating and a Toast for Prez. It's been a very, very back and forth game, and I can definitely see why Levitating and Toast for Prez, despite not having the BCX finalist tags, they're very, very strong players here in this bracket, Keg.
It's that team chemistry, dude. Like, the way
Yeah.
we're seeing them bounce off each other, I'm sure we'll see in the replays too, the final recovery from Axe that we saw from Levitating off of the initiation of Toast is absolutely what you need to get the grand finals with.
Yeah. Now, I gotta say something very off-topic, Keg, and I feel like
I
I
love
really need to
off-topic.
traumatize. I gotta traumatize all of the American viewers right now.
I
Have you ever
love
considered
trauma.
that in? Have you ever considered that in different languages you spell meow differently?
What? What are you talking about?
In Sweden, we spell meow as M-J-A-O. It's completely normal here. That's how we spell meow.
What?
Dude, that's
Cats
literally how you
can't-
pronounce it.
Cats
Meow.
Cats cannot
That is-
say the
that's-
letter J, Polly.
No, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And also in Germany, they do the same thing, but instead of a J, they do it with an I. So it's M-I-A-O.
Okay, that
So
one
it's
makes
meow.
more sense. But cats cannot say the letter J.
No, it's because we don't say J like that. We say yeah, not J. It's
Oh
different.
yeah,
Alright,
I talk
anyway,
to my cat. I'm
anyway.
like, how are you, kitty cat? They go, yeah.
Okay, either way, Meow, speaking of Meow, Meow has been doing quite good so far in this game, doing quite a good job at staying safe at least.
I don't know what you're talking about, Polly. That's not Meow, it's yeah. Doing a great job with the spear high in the sky. Pringles once again heading around the left side of the stage. It's supposed to go for the side air, sends that lance to the Oblivion Zone. But even then, though, it is nothing but side airs from everybody in the server.
Right, Levitating. Oh, he's not able to find any punish there. I feel like he had some potentially some opportunities there. Meow able to get ground pound to hit a lot of players there. Getting bullied off stage, and he's not going to be able to touch the wall either. That's 2 stocks off here. Pringles and Toast make that only Toast now with a stock, with their first stock still. Got a double knockout.
2 games in a row now where Toast has had such a dominant first stock and has had such high survivability off the first one as well. Great Nair to help Levitate find a follow through. Sends Pringles away. Side air finally confirms that first stock off of Toast. But it does leave that 2v1 up against Levitating, who actually managed to avoid, I think, every hit in respawn.
Sideline air comes out. Recovery is going to hit Levitating though. Another sideline air. Meow, very, very nice interrupt with that spear there.
Okay. A lot more safer gameplay being shown from the red team. They're not willing to initiate nearly as much. Instead, very punish-pilled, looking for follow-throughs. Such case in point, Levitating misses the D-Sig, and gets punished very effectively. Just a matter of now of seeing what the follow-through will be. Pringles, even off of the safer gameplay, is the first to go to their final stock. Meow, though, or meow, or as you say, Polly, yeah, does get sent away.
Dude, you gotta
Top of recovery.
stop doing that. That is literally slander. You're slandering me on the broadcast.
I
That is
am
insane. I'm not gonna
slandering
take this.
you.
I'm not gonna take this from a Valorant caster.
Wow.
Okay? Let's see. Toast side signature not going to connect. only player now with 2 stocks left to their name. They're on this axe. They're doing a great job at doing a lot of damage.
All right, Polly. I mean,
Both of them into orange.
You can make it up to me by doing your best Meow impression. I'd be very curious. But Pringles does get the side air. They are off to their final stock deep in orange. And we've seen these 2v1 combos once Pringles and Meow get to that point. It's going to be a great delayed neutral save to come through. Levitating, levitating, levitating. Does barely get back on stage.
Oh, that's there! It's the funny angle too. He wanted to find that there, but levitating, exercising a lot of patience before getting back onto the stage, and that was enough for him to get back onto the stage. Very, very nice, and he's gonna chase him down, and just like that, that's going to be for Toast for Prez and Levitating, taking another game over Pringles and Meow. For the record, whenever I say Meow, I am pronouncing it with the Swedish spelling, not the English.
Ah. Okay, so that's your vision of it.
Yes.
Okay, I see. You know how to evade the system, I get it. Well, I do want to say that Pringles was the second highest damaging player in the lobby. We've seen consistent 500 plus damage from both the Rayman and the Bryn, almost 600 on both of them. But Pringles did come out with that 561. It was a great showcase for game number 2. Meow did fall a little bit for 350-ish damage. But if we head over to Terminus, I think these floating platforms could be much more beneficial for the bow.
They definitely could be. We are also going to have a lot more space to land. In general, you can use those platforms. I always look over to the gauntlets, for example. I feel like gauntlet players can have a little bit more of a difficult time landing. So Toast for Prez, if he's able to make good use of these platforms, could definitely favor him. Levitating, able to connect that Sair. Almost a knockout already on Pringles here.
Yeah, going off what you're saying too, this could be a gnarly stage when it comes to lance snares as well. People like to hide or kind of hang out on those platforms. You can just nair from the bottom platform and it does so much extra chip damage. It can get really annoying in 1v1s, but very beneficial in situations like this. Toast, once again, very little damage on this first stock. Meow was playing a big evasive game. Levitating does fall, but if Meow does take the next stock away, Toast will have been the biggest survivor of this first stock every single game thus far this set.
Alright, let's see if they're able to get any knockouts here. Nair comes out, Pringles taking some damage down its orange, Levitating, able to find that D-Sig.
Wow!
Oh, nice connection
Pringles!
as well. That's going to be 3 stocks against 5 now.
Pringles is down to 1! And he was the highest damaging player on Red Team last game. That is not a good spot to be in for Meow and Pringles. They have to watch out. And remember, these are 2 PCX finalists.
Yeah, no, I mean, Toast for Prez and Levitating, they are definitely turning up the heat right now. And Pringles and Meow, they're in a do or die situation right now.
This has been so rough. Meow on the spear, Sair after Sair not connecting. Levitating needs to survive the 1v2, and yes, he does. The stage is big enough for him to get away out of dodge just in time. Great neutral save to connect both Pringles and Meow, sending them away. Pringles has to play so safe here off this lance. Toast gunning for him. Absolutely wants to make this a permanent 1v2.
W's coming out, neither of them will be connecting though. Sair comes out, Pringles getting more and more damage. You're seeing each one of these hits is making him fly further and further. Double exclamation marks before he's able to make his way back up onto the stage. He's doing such a good job at being evasive here, but is he gonna be able to be useful while being careful?
Wow!
He hasn't found any hits yet. We're seeing a lot of things off stage. It's not going to be enough. That recovery will be. Now it's Meow stuck in the 1v2. It's 1 stock against 4. This should be almost over, and there's the team combo to close it out.
Wow. Oh, I mean, what a fantastic ending for Levitating there. Dare into reverse GCD S-Light into, what was it, recovery? To send Pringles to the upper blast zone from the bottom of the stage. Then follow through to help out Toast for Prez get that 2v1 combo right after. In the split of 2 seconds. Pure muscle memory. Levitating, for me, MVP of that last map.
Absolutely, and they did have a very, very strong performance. Still, it is going to be them advancing throughout the bracket. Very, very nice final combo to close things out too. All in all, it was quite dominant. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like most of the games, we were seeing 2 stocks, 3 stocks, 4 stocks. Not really any game I felt was incredibly close. Not really any nail biters. So Meow and Pringles, they definitely got checked here.
Yeah, I think it's a situation where I'm not sure how long Meow and Pringles have been 2v2ing together, but absolutely Toaster Press and Levitating have been putting in the work for practice, and they just have that natural chemistry that really shown through.
All right, well, we do have one final set for you guys here on the side stream before it is going to be TK Breezy and Flambo taking over. We have before, I believe it is going to be Winter and Daddy Heizo going up against Sandstorm and Wubs.
Wow, another banger matchup. We've had nothing but bangers in North America today.
Yeah, I am trying to see. It feels very, very strange that Sandstorm and Wubs are in the elimination side of things. I'm trying to see what happened to them. I am afraid the website is not really loading that well for me right now, though. They actually went down quite early. Wait, what is going on?
I will say Sandstorm hasn't had the best times in the recent 2v2 matchups. I mean, he's still been in top 10 overall, but you know, Sandstorm for a while had this reign of dominance, but him and Moonir, you know, max mode, they made it, I think it was, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, like top 5, top 6. Back in Winter Champs, I have it here, he was also around top 6 with Stingray. So he's definitely been captain consistency of being top 10 in 1v1s and 2v2s, but I think it's just a matter of finding that right other piece of the puzzle to make themselves a champion again.
Absolutely. I mean, it's Sandstorm. You can't count out Sandstorm for anything.
You really can't.
Seeing them in Elam is surprising me. I am trying to figure out who Sandstorm and Wubs went down to. This new website, Challenger Mode, I'm gonna be completely honest, not entirely comfortable with it yet. I'm trying to control F, but literally nothing is showing up, so I'm not sure. Hopefully, we're gonna find word on what happened there. I'd be very interested to see. But regardless, we are seeing something that I'm very, very excited about. Okay, we're seeing Wubs on the Azoth. Now, Azoth is a player that doesn't get a lot of love. Now, in the 1v1 side of things, I actually can't recall who it was. There was another player who was on Azoth last weekend. Wubs himself, of course, was on the Chakrams. As I remember, it was a pretty interesting match whenever he was on that. Azoth for Wubs, very, very OG pick. I remember back in the day, like 4 years ago at this point, what was it? Foda trademarking the infamous Wub step whenever you use the bow side signature to slide off a platform. He's known for this. And we have received word Sandstorm and Wubs went down to Halo Prince and Bunny in the bracket.
Oh, okay. I saw the Twitch chat for Mainstream talking about how I think either they wanted to see that series or they were very excited to be in the aftermath of that series to see that elimination happen into the lower bracket. But I mean, this is where it's helpful to be an OG for Brawlhalla, because I remember way back, like 2017, 2018, I think it was Double Dime who played so much Azoth. He was one of the OG mains of that character back pretty much when he released in 1v1s. But Azoth has been a main of mine since I've been playing more Brawlhalla again. He's very, very slow, so very anchor heavy, but he's such a great follow-through legend when you have someone fast and speedy like Sandstorm's Tezca to follow through for those finishing combos.
Yeah, sorry, not Wubs. Azoth is definitely one of those legends where you can count the amount of like dedicated and really good Azoth mains on one hand. It's like Wubs, Orso Grasso, which was like top 32 almost in EU a couple of years ago, and then Zapapi. It's like it's not a lot of other people more than that. A lot of people might have him as a pocket. Same can't be said for the legend that Sandstorm is on. Playing of course the Tezca, which has gotten a lot of representation. Sandstorm, one of the best players to do it on the battle boots whenever they were at their most usage in tournaments, and he has stuck to them as well.
I will say Battle Boots had found a lot of more impact in 2v2s than I would have thought, like, on release. We see Balloon Boy and Radish finding impact with it a lot in with like Red Raptor in 2v2s as well. So it's just really good for, again, just extra chip damage and disrupting combos in such a chaotic environment is really helpful. Especially if you're a player that's more comfortable staying within the vicinity of the stage and not going for these huge overheats. It works really well.
We are currently waiting for the players. We are currently waiting for the players to connect to the lobby here.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Are we running it back with the podcast?
I'm down to run it back with the podcast. Oh, I saw you join.
That was a misclick. We're actually we're sending it. That was a misclick. We are
Ah.
sending it. We're sending it to a very, very short break. We'll see you guys in just a second. Make sure you don't go anywhere, and we're gonna have the match ready for you guys in just a second.
It's America, which means sometimes we have delays. Luckily though, everyone's in the lobby here. We have ourselves at least our final cast of the block. Myself is Keg, this self is Polly, and we're gonna be seeing some of the best, most bangering matches we have in North America. We have Sandstorm and Wubs in the lobby.
I gotta say, we talked a lot about Sandstorm and Wubs individually before. We never talked about them as a team. Sandstorm and Wubs is a crazy pairing.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think Sandstorm's gonna do against, well, not against, but with an Azov? Just a lot slower
time
than
will
his
tell.
mechanical. Okay, I'll take that.
Only
Very
time will
diplomatic
tell,
answer.
and they're going up against Winter and Daddy Heizo. It's going to be the Teros and the Bryn, so we're gonna see some more double axe action here. It's gonna be 3 axes on the screen.
3 axes on the screen. We have seen that be chaos with a player that does not have the axe. Last series, it was a Kaya that was axeless, and they struggled quite a bit, but they were good at being evasive as well. The Teska, though, has to be punchy, up close and personal. This works really well back in Winter Champs before the Chakram era, but we are in post-Chakram apocalypse. So this should be beneficial again for Sandstorm.
Chakram nuclear fallout right now. It's the only thing that Wubs has played for the last several weeks. Has to be gain muscle memory on every single other weapon. The side signature, he does still have the muscle memory for that though. He's able to get some good damage here. Looking very, very undamaged himself too.
That's right, high defense. Can't say the same about Sandstorm though. Needs to play evasive and allow Wubs, the skeletal robotic man, to take some of that damage. Look at that though. The immediate turnaround. Double sigs from both the blue team. Wubs and Sandstorm, a dynamic duo. Remove Winter and Daddy Heizo's first off.
Right. Sandstorm able to get something started. Wubs able to get a little bit more, but Sandstorm will be getting thrown out quite quickly. Wubs now only player with their first stock here. Quite damaged though, all the way down into red. And this is going to be very, very scary. Every time Wubs is hit, it's so much time where Wubs is unable to help Sandstorm here.
It's been a rough moment thus far. Luckily though, Wubs only respawning now. Sandstorm survives the respawn timer. Double ledge guard though. You have an you have a spear and a hammer to deal with. A side sig hammer from Teros to the face. Wubs is able to tank it. But some initiation needs to happen to allow Sandstorm to find some impact, but D-Light side air, bread and butter, old as time itself combo sends Sandstorm down to his final stock.
See, neutral signature comes out. Second one is going to be enough to knock out Wubs. Wanted to go for a third. He goes for a fourth. Wubs, you have other buttons on your keyboard. We're seeing just signatures flying out left and right. He was able to even out some of this game with that, though. He's using him well.
That's right, and Sandstorm still has to play careful. Being surrounded by the enemy, catches his own team out with the D-Sig, though. Follow-up not shown, no recovery. Instead, no! Caught up by the spot dodge. Gravity canceled, down armed. Down Sig, that is unlucky. It brings Daddy Heizo now the only remaining player with a second stock. Wubs still trying to have that grounded control, keeping his teammate alive.
Nice.
Gravity canceled, down Sig, and now Sandstorm is gone. Is this winnable for blue team, Polly?
It's definitely still possible. I mean, Wubs has been looking solid thus far in this game on both of the weapons. We're definitely seeing Wubs also preferring play the bow here. Seeing the side signatures coming out. They're not connecting though. Using the Wubs step.
Wub step. We need some deafening ska right now to help him out.
Oh! Winter? Okay.
Follow up.
Able to find the D-Lights there. Able to come back to the stage. We're seeing the Wub step come out. Daddy Heizo can't find the punish. You already know once Wubs wants to go on that platform, he wants to D-Sig. Alright, or sorry, side sig. Okay, neutral signature is gonna connect. Not going to be enough though.
Anything Wubs is trying to start is just shut down by Daddy Heizo going for a nair. Exclamation marks are out now. Wubs has to get back on the stage. Down air immediately countered by Winter. The cider doesn't connect from Daddy Heizo. Weapon throw is out. This hammer could be the ending sentence of this game. Wubs, can you make the recovery? Pogo does not connect. Unarmed recovery out now. Winter sent up into the sky. Wubs does not follow through. Is afraid of the follow-up, but instead, Daddy Heizo, that spear ends things to the side air. A fantastic game one from Winter and Daddy Heizo.
There it is, and definitely looking very, very scrappy here in the first game. All around, I'm going to have to say, a lot of the players are looking not entirely clean. I want to say Wubbs playing super, super well. Daddy Heizo also playing super, super well. But overall, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of room for this game to develop for a lot of these players. Things can definitely still happen here.
Absolutely. And this is elimination side, right, Polly?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough because remember, Sandstorm has had at least top 10 of every 2v2 tournament this year. And if he doesn't win this series, we're looking at the first non-top 10 placement he could have for 2025.
Definitely don't want that. Now, the first game, as I mentioned, wasn't looking all too hot coming up from Sandstorm, potentially. They'll be able to turn up the heat a little bit more for this second one. They are looking more solid. They're finding team combos. All right, they definitely have found themselves a little bit of a better footing here. You can see that they have a new game plan in mind. They're trying to find some more of these 2v2 situations and trying to play a little bit more conversion-heavy. Sandstorm doing an amazing job at setting up all this time. He's
Sandstorm
positioning himself very well.
That he has gauntlets. Great follow through. Downsig does not connect. That's a certified Azoth moment.
Alright. Let's see. Stomp Stare comes out. That's going to be the stock. Sandstorm now. Only player with 3 to his name. Winter looking more and more damage. He's able to find that knockout. The side signatures are going to do a lot of damage though.
Winter is not having a fun game too. Like you mentioned, Polly, these 2v2 combos, even the 2v1 combos that Sandstorm and Wubbs are both able to initiate and send off of each other have been so beneficial. Great setup once again. That's what makes the bow anchor so good, is that it's easy to have those follow-throughs as long as Sandstorm can initiate. Winter practically gone from that second stock. Just needs one more solid signature up against him to change things around and possibly even up the series. Downsig charged beyond anything I've ever seen. Oh, connects for the third one!
Right. Daddy Heizo not able to connect that there, and he's going to pay the price. Sandstorm able to swoop in there with a recovery, and that is going to be able to take that stock off. Sandstorm finds that there, racking up some more damage here, and they're sticking to these second stocks. Nice signature follow-up as well. Wubbs and Sandstorm, it's been mainly this positioning and also just ever so slightly stronger neutral game. They're playing so incredibly well right now, Keg. If they're able to close out one of the stocks, this should be the game for them.
Yeah, again, tied series, and a complete macro change from both Sandstorm and Wubbs has made a big difference. I mean, Sandstorm plays pretty similar in 2v2s to Acto.
Wubbs is just spamming.
Well,
I respect it.
Sure, but heading over to the Sandstorm non-spamming camp for a moment, right? He's definitely one of those players that doesn't mind losing game 1 just to understand how the enemy team plays, and then just completely readapts to something that works against them game 2 and beyond. And then there's Wubbs who's spamming.
Yeah, Wubbs is just doing his own thing, man. You can't blame him, and it's working. I'm gonna have to see the stats for this, man.
Yeah, what's the signature
super nice game. Wubbs is popping off 700 damage, 5 knockouts. How many signatures is that? Signatures count 34. What do you mean 17? Where are you seeing 17?
I was taking a random guess before I saw the number. 34.
Oh no, it's on double. Literally double.
Wow.
Dude, 26% accuracy. All right, let me do a quick calculation. 34 multiplied by 0.26. That's 8.84 signatures hit. 9 signatures.
Okay.
That's pretty bonkers. That's pretty bonkers. That's like more than one signature per stock per player, you know, per enemy.
Yeah. Well, considering the fact that I think between Daddy Heizo and Winter they had a combined 1 signature, I think that's a pretty big difference. You go to Demon, right? I don't think this is going to help Daddy Heizo at all.
He had both with that neutral signature. He has a signature accuracy of 150% right now. Okay, now it's dropping a little bit more. Okay, now it's dropped even nice. All right, well, he's keeping that number high.
You have to go for these if you're Azoth, though. They're just extended light attack.
2, 3. Yeah. Wubbs doing a super good job. I feel like I'm very tunnel focused on Wubbs right now, but 5. It's looking like it's Wubbs o'clock, man. I mean, he was doing super well on that before. We're seeing a team combo too. Sandstorm going for the full-on commitment. He's gonna get the stock too. That's down to final stock. That's massive. 6.
Holy God! I can't believe what we just saw. The ending there with the GC downsync from Wubbs was unbelievable. You're absolutely right. It is Wubbs o'clock. This has been unbelievable. Sandstorm loses first stock. Wubs not really that... Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, no, dude, that offstage play by a Sandstorm, we're gonna have to see that on the replay. That was crazy. Now, Winter and Daddy Heizo were able to get a quick conversion, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough to get a knockout. Now, that neutral signature is gonna find the stock on Wubs, though. Finally get him down, but that's only his first stock drop. He's still looking solid here, Kay.
Long awaited, 10 years in the making. Azoth meta finally here. Daddy Heizo playing for these signature punishes, but unfortunately you get too far. You have Sandstorm to deal with. Even Teska has a lot of great signatures that can follow up off of you. Daddy Heizo needs to survive. The problem is that Wubs is not afraid to down. He takes him down! Oh no!
I'm loving this. This is so good. This is what Brawlhalla Esports is all about right here, ladies and gentlemen. Wubs and Sandstorm. One more stock to go here, and it's Winter all the way down in. Make that early red here. Side signature comes out, but it's not going to be enough.
Holly, do you think he can beat 34?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's possible. I'm gonna 712 damage. They're just letting Wubs do it. But we also got to call out the knockout that Sandstorm got on the offstage was insane, and it really, really carried the game as well. We got to see this right now. Goes to the offstage. We see a team combo. He finds that signature. It's a really good team combo. Instantly goes for the ground pound. Daddy Heizo did not know what to do, and he's also there just in case he needs to go even further. Please tell me we have the stats for that game. If the stat bot broke for that game, I'm gonna cry.
Boo.
Okay, that's kind of weak. That's kind of weak, Wubs. You might have to step up the signature usage there. Yeah, not my Wubs. I'm gonna do one of the. I'm gonna demand a recount. Can I do that? All right, we're moving on. Suzaku Castle, and man, I don't know who thought going to this map with how the gameplay is looking was a good idea. This is gonna be chaotic.
I can't really think of a stage that would work to be anti-Wubs. Maybe Terminus?
That's fair. That's fair. No, dude. The platform, the slide off with the slide off with the signatures, the Wub step, literally the Wub step.
You're not thinking about ledge or ground when you face against Azoth. You have to play vertical and like down air counter his sigs. But the D-sig, the hitbox goes up. You have axe recovery still. It's not easy, but this long stage and the weird short ledges does help against Wubs a little bit. He's taking a wealth of more damage. He's the first to fall, unlike game number 3. So this is a benefit.
Winter able to find that knockout. You can see Daddy Heizo also trying to lock in on Sandstorm. If he can find this knockout, might be Winter. Well, Sandstorm able to find something with the battle boots though. Daddy Heizo wanted to go for the save with the spear in there, but he can't find it. So both of them going to be coming off of the respawn here. They need weapons quickly here. Winter's going to be the first one with this hammer.
Yeah, you could argue Suzaku as well. Might be able to have the stage be close enough in a lot of these engagements where maybe team damage could be applied to rack it up against Sandstorm and Wubs, but Wubs is having a difficult time. The entire game plan now for Winter and Daddy Heizo is 2v1 the heck out of this Azoth.
Yeah, I mean, also we gotta recognize Sandstorm has been playing quite well here too, especially in terms of the positioning and setting things up, and also just committing and executing of whatever Wubs is given him. And so if they're able to deactivate Sandstorm, they're also gonna have a much easier time dealing with Wubs.
Yeah, speaking of which now, he's on his final stock, and so is Sandstorm. This is looking like it could go to game number 5. The setup now for Winter and Daddy Heizo has been phenomenal, and Sandstorm and Wubs have just not found a way to get in on this match. Daddy Heizo, not able to come back, goes down to their final stock. A moment of breathing room. Winter doesn't care. We'll engage in a 1v2.
2 stocks against 3 right now, and they gotta find the stock on Winter, or they are just gonna run away with a lead here. It will finally be fine. It's gonna be Sandstorm with that recovery. Now Daddy Heizo left in a 1v2 is able to stay alive. Not only that, he finds that Sair too, getting some damage for 2. Wubs, oh, they're able to set up a combo. That's Daddy Heizo going down into the orange.
Okay. Things Transistor. Daddy Heizo has to play so carefully now. Wubs almost activating. Could have taken this out. Brought things to a 3-1. In the air. Sandstorm's got to be careful. Wubs, the signatures are back. He is activated once more. The robot is alive. It's alive. But Winter, can they stop it in its tracks? The answer could be yes. All it takes is the D-Light to a side air. Sandstorm is gone. And now Wubs, gravity cancels, side six, sends Winter away!
Yes!
The return of
The signatures!
Wubs! Another one!
Oh,
Winter
Winter!
was out! Polly!
Nah, he gets it. Winter wins these. Winter wins
it's not
these.
over yet! Weapon given. No weapon for Winter. Needs to grab this. Wubs denies it. No! Breakdance. Axe denied completely. The down sig is out. Unbelievable. No weapons at all. It's still the A's off to worry about. Spacing is everything.
If
Looking
Wubs
for a
doesn't
punish.
win with a signature, it's not a real win. It's not
Okay,
a real win if he
not a
doesn't
real
get
win.
it with a signature.
Yeah, with bracket reset. Okay. Whoa, Hammer's out. What bow versus Hammer? It's gonna be so hard to find that range, Polly. Wubs tries to find the nair. That's twice over. He gets the setup
So
initially,
careful.
but it's not enough. There it is. It's out. We go
There
to
it
game
is.
5.
Red team wins.
That is going to be game 5. Winter clutching him up towards the end there. 5 stocks, 583 damage. It's a very, very strong performance coming out from Winter.
We need to see the stock count. I'm sorry, the signature count. That's all that matters.
Very, very impressive stuff indeed. Towards the very end, Wubs was not able to clutch it out there. And Winter and Daddy Heizo, they got themselves a very, very, very small lead at the start of the game, and they were able to carry that out for a very long time. And you can see it, man. All I'm gonna say is there's a pattern and there's a correlation association with the amount of signatures that Wubs is doing and how much they're winning. Wubs, I'm gonna have to see that number bumped up to at least 1,800 signatures.
Generational signature fall off is real. Wubs, shake my head. We go back to Suzaku. This was one of 2 stages left in the banning process. It was chosen by Red Team. The other option was Fortress of Lions, which I think we had seen earlier on did not work out well for Daddy Heizo and Winter. So they chose Suzaku. They feel confident here. Winter's finding a wealth of impact. And remember, if this game does not go in Sandstorm's favor, this will be the first 2v2 tournament he's had this year, not
Nice
making
by
the
Daddy
top
Heizo.
10.
Very, very nice side signature coming in from Daddy Heizo, and I mean this is looking right now like the first game. It is very, very scary because whenever they did get that lead, they were able to carry that out, and they were able to stick to that lead. Whenever they get a lead, it's very difficult to take it over them.
He continues on forwards though. Wub still has that first stock ready. Winter, what is happening? Deep red on 2? What?
They able to knock him away a little bit. Sticking to the gauntlets here. They need to find this knockout. Winter is already so low, but Sandstorm might be soon to follow.
Yeah, that's one gone. Wubs was able to survive a nuclear apocalypse on that first stock. Sandstorm, like you said, it takes just about anything to send him down to 1 as well. That was a side air. That should have been enough. Sandstorm survives. Ledge guards, exclamation marks. Not enough. Daddy Heizo loses the first stock too.
And this is so weird because it is only really a lead for Winter and Daddy Heizo if they're able to get efficient knockouts. If they're unable to find efficient knockouts, we see the first one and they have the slight damage lead over Wubs. But they're not able to find any 2v2 potential as Sandstorm is respawning. That's a lot of damage back now. Daddy Heizo down into orange just like that. They've been able to even it out. Very well played.
I like this game plan though. Same as the last Suzaku Castle. Focus on Wubs. Sandstorm, as much as we love him, great player, he's kind of an afterthought until the final 2v1.
Yeah, very, very damaged thus far in this matchup. Daddy Heizo just committing to that aerial play. Are Daddy Heizo and Winter about to do this, King?
I think they can. Sandstorm needs to have that survivability. Daddy Heizo follows the final stock. This is everybody's final stock of this set for elimination. Oh, but what can you do?
Oh, that's a big
Winter,
combo.
Winter.
Oh, the
What?
weapon throw. He's
What?
not able to make it back. Daddy Heizo, he couldn't find the nair. He didn't want to go. It would be way too risky. Now it's a 1v2. Sandstorm and Wubs just don't get hit with the team combo, and it is doable. He gets hit into the air. He's going to have such a hard time getting this landing, and Wubs is able to find so many nairs here. The side signature is going to connect Wubs.
Spot
Able
dodge
to
out!
get a bit of anti-air.
Side air doesn't connect! The side air number 2 connects, focusing on Wubs, gets rid of Sandstorm briefly. Make the 1v1. The setup
There it
is
is.
out! No! Is it over? Yes!
Yes,
It is!
there it is.
What? Oh, okay. I had a mini heart attack, but Wubs, the only survivor. Absolutely fitting. Holy moly, what an ending.
There it is. There it is. And just like that, Wubs and Sandstorm are going to be advancing further in the bracket, finishing things with style there.
Unbelievable. I mean, look, the only thing that really matters now is just the signature count. I think we saw more from Wubs. The fact of the matter is that Winter, unfortunately, they just struggled a lot in that first stock and a half.
Especially at the start, yeah.
Yeah. And once
sure.
they got their bearings going, they got out of the meat grinder for a second. It was easier for them, but the damage had already been done.
Yeah, the damage had already been done, and they, being forced to play from behind for so long is definitely going to have. And look at this. I thought Daddy Heizov would be able to find a nair there. So, especially if you got that nair, he could also get a chase dodge back, maybe leaving them both to survive there on the off stage. Of course, no one is perfect, and it was a very difficult call to be made there, potentially being a little bit afraid of using that nair and getting them both knocked out.
8 signatures from Wubs. It seems like if people
Far too
are
few.
voting and watching this matchup, waiting for the mainstream, honestly, Suzaku Castle was a struggle stage all the way through for Wubs. He did find his bearings towards the end, but it didn't allow him to get that same space for signatures.
Yeah, and man, oh man, Keg, what a weekend we have had,
Oh,
and
yeah.
what an amazing set to finish things off on. Now, Keg, that is going to be enough from you and me. It's going to be TK, Breezy, and Flambo to take it over whenever we drop out. Keg, is there anything that you have to say? This is going to be, this is us completely done for the Spring Championship tournament.
It's been an honor to be back again for the Spring Championships. It's been an honor to work with you again, Polly. It's been great to formate the Keg and Polly podcast. Of course, make sure to follow us on social media and the Keg and Polly non-existent podcast. It could always change. With that being said, hopefully we'll return again for future tournaments and absolutely rock on with it.
Absolutely. Go on ahead. Follow us on Twitter. Paul
Please.
Monto on Twitter. If you are watching this and you live in the European region, please practice and play the game. Other than that, we will see you guys later, and they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it over from here. So make sure you don't go anywhere.
Wow, look at that surprise. We're actually way ahead. 318? Nah, it's now. We're back, man. Spring championships, doubles, and we here in NA watching some of that NA action. I'm TK Breezy, join my man Flambeau. Flambeau, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm glad that we finally got to a region that decided they wanted to use blasters. Granted, of course, we didn't get a chance to check out South America yesterday due to some bugs happening with Challenger mode. So, I'm sure that we probably got a couple people over there using it. We'll find that out next weekend. But this weekend, I see people playing Nyx. I saw a Balloon Boy playing some Barraza earlier. So I'm like, all right, it looks like North America is actually putting these blasters to use. And so, we're hopping down to that top 8 of things, gonna kind of see what's going down. And familiar faces all around, no surprises around the players that we have kind of at this point in the bracket. Got players like Sandstorm, Balloon Boy, Radish, Wubs. Actually, that team was wild. The Sandstorm and Wubs team, which is crazy.
It's been a little bit
got other
mixed
people
up here,
too.
bro, because we got Bunny and Halo. Normally we see Halo and Hexo. Or is that not? Is that Halo Prince, right?
Yeah.
So it's usually Halo Prince and Hexo, but now we're on Halo and Bunny, which, I mean, that team sounds crazy too, because I've seen what Bunny can do on some doubles, and I've also seen what Halo can do with some doubles. So then we got a chance to really like grind together. Yeah, this would be a team I'm a little scared of. But on the other side, we got Shade and Hybrid. See what they're bringing to the table. Still using the EU Classic really of Achaea and Ogrim, but we got Bunny and Halo on Rayman and Nyx. Nyx being probably the most rare pick on the screen by a large margin.
Yeah, I mean, Nyx especially, you can see that Ascended Nyx, that brand new skin that just dropped for Brawlhalla Fest. Glad that we're going to be able to get to see some of that, just because it looks cool, man. And the sound effects on the blasters are sick. It got its own custom trail when you hit people away.
Nice.
And so I'm trying to see all of that in action, as Bunny is going to be trying her absolute best on the Rayman. But Halo Prince, I mean, we've seen the scythe from this player before in twos, and he managed to make it work. So
Yeah, Halo Prince, Hexo, when they were teaming, definitely put themselves on the map for me. Very rare team. They managed to make it work in a major way. And then Bunny, has been on the map for me as far as a doubles player for at the very least like 2 years now. So we're gonna see, how this team, forms together. As of right now, Halo Prince kind of getting bodied here as far as damage goes, but we're starting to bring that back. Nice little side sig. The pick up there from Bunny, trying to go for the double.
let's see. Oh, tries to go for the reverse end sig. It's not going to connect. Bunny trying to juggle with these nairs as well. You can see that Shade trying to work with this Kaya. That's gonna be the first stock falling there off a hybrid. Looks like they're trailing a little bit behind the blue team by not but too much. We'll see if they can stay relevant. But I mean, they're unarmed right now. We got to get some weapons on the red team.
Yeah. Okay, gonna do a little defense right here from nice. Okay, Bunny with the clean pickup right there. And now, all right, somehow managed to make it through all that and get a hit on the Bunny. Still getting kind of chased out. Oh, scoop!
Oh,
That was nice. That was nice. We're fighting all over this stage right now. Is Bunny about to get a double cleanup? Oh, okay. Almost got the same double cleanup. Still, it's going crazy out here.
yeah, you don't want to play with Bunny off stage. If there's anything I've learned in my time is that she will go absolutely ballistic off stage. We're gonna see Shade get that end sig and collect a stock on Bunny. A pretty haphazard sequence that kind of went off on the left side of the screen there, but now it's gonna be with a blue team slight advantage here. They have one stock ahead, and you see Bunny mashing that neutral sig. Shade kind of struggling to get back. You see Hybrid being a little scared to go and try and help. Just sitting there with one stock. He's gonna kind of let Shade go here.
Okay, I like that. You fight your way back to stage. That's fine. Let me see if I can get a 2v1 situation going. Right now, kind of stuck between rock and a hard place. I think that was the start of a recovery. Yeah, gets sorted out by that down air. Much necessary though. My man was gonna lose that stock freely.
Double. Nice.
Ooh.
The pass?
Yeah, it was a little. Well, I think Bunny tried to get up there and interrupt it, but then a good call out there by Hybrid to catch Bunny as he was jumping up with that side air, clean with it.
Oh, this is gonna be tough here. All right, yeah, gets caught, and then now I don't think Hybrid's gonna be able to make it back. Oh, hold on a chance. Ooh, still mixing up. Look at all this movement. Got yoinked though. That's gonna be it for Hybrid. Nice attempt there. Just couldn't hang on in time, and now it's a 2v1. I don't think that Shade's gonna be able to do this. I mean, look at the way that Bunny's cooking by herself right now.
I was like, it could have been a one-on-one by the almost finished like that before Halo even got off the platform. Bunny with a good pickup yet again. High toss just in case we go up. He gets hit out though. Got to give it up to Shade for getting back to the stage, but yeah, it's gonna be a little hard trying to make this comeback too, especially with the weapon you have. These are some long hitboxes on some of the moves you want to use, or long animations on some of the moves you want to use. Jeez.
Yeah, how do you get around
Coverage.
that? Right? Like, that down sig is so massive. It's like, all right, I guess I got to go up and above, and immediately see Bunny throw out that end sig to cover the high option. It's just like, there ain't really much places to go.
Yeah, that was super clean right there. This offstage scramble was about to go terribly for the red team, but they were able to get back, or at least Shade was able to get back. I think Hybrid did still lose that stock, but I gotta give it up to Shade though, because they definitely tried their hardest to get that save. There was a bunch of times they were gone down there and hit Hybrid a couple of times, but unfortunately Bunny was just on top of things, not letting Hybrid get back to that wall. So in game 2, let's see what we got going on here.
All right, Fortress Alliance gonna be the name of the game.
Got it.
Go ahead and do a quick little reset.
Every time, can't ever just play the game, bro.
Never. I'll pay my taxes for this. This is insane, man. But I mean, it should be good. I mean, Bunny and Halo definitely looked real tough to beat. Hybrid though, kind of trailed behind a little bit at the end of that first game. I saw a lot of kind of like friendly fire moments where he was kind of hitting his partner by accident. And you know, they kind of just had a tough time regaining lost ground. But I feel like if they're just able to clean it up a little bit, they could very easily grab the second game. Okay, we're loading into it right now. Let's see if they're able to lock in a little bit.
Right, I'm gonna find out though as
Three,
we
two,
get into
one, brawl.
this next game.
Let's see. Hybrid just holding that axe, just looking around, waiting for an opportunity. I guess Shade is probably the one who's kind of supposed to take the lead in this team composition. You can see Hybrid not really putting out much aggression at all. One time he swings, he hits his partner. All right, there we go. Nice.
All right, yep, clean. Get right back in there with that. Ooh, drop zone, down sig. One of my favorite sigs in the game, actually. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Damn. Okay, my man, the sig usage right now from Halo. All three for 3, 4 for 4. Like, my man is hitting some sigs.
Dang.
That should be enough. All right,
what?
that was unnecessary, bro. That was crazy, bro.
That was insane. No, I've never seen that before. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, the down air definitely did the trick, but honestly, putting him under the stage, I almost got a pickup too. Another pickup there from Halo. Scary situation right there. Red team in the middle. You know, not sure which side they want to go attack just yet.
Oh man, they can't do it. Halo right now, dude. There we go. Finally, it's not even enough to knock out that high Nyx defense coming in clutch there. So he's gonna be able to play a little bit longer, swapping over to the blasters.
Oh, okay, dodge straight down in that. Crazy idea, but hey, sometimes it works. Got him anyway. It's working. Got him anyway. Hey, yo. I think he's 6 for 7 right now, bro. I'm not trying to count these things, but how many is alarming. Okay, it's alarming.
And Nyx got some good ones. I don't blame him, right? That down sig on blasters is massive. Oh, this time he down sigs Bunny. I guess that technically counts as a hit.
Technically counts.
7 for 8.
Oh. God, okay. Yeah, he had to get out of there quickly. Shade is getting kind of done up right by Halo. And Bunny, I mean, obviously, you know, star player here when it comes to doubles, but I've just been looking at Halo really kind of like running the gambit. Maximum damage being put out by the amount of SIGs I've seen coming out. 6 chance right there. Try to get another one. Try to get that grab as Shade was landing. Shade able to get off that platform in time. Scoop.
Oh, and at this point, looking like a very comfortable lead for the blue team here. I mean, in the red on their second stocks, but they've been very comfortably able to deal with the aggression from the red team here. I mean, Hybrid, you know, he finds his moments here and there, but otherwise, I feel like his stage presence is leaving a little to be desired, but that's going to be a double D-Light recovery pickup there from Shade. It's only able to KO one member of the blue team, though. Man, this defense from Nyx is really coming in clutch right now.
Ooh, that was close. Yeah, that was definitely about to be his head right there. But now Shade, Shade's got to be the one to watch out for head hunting Nyx. 6 coming out. That's good. Man. Wow, Bunny going way out there to get that recovery though. Very nice.
Those aggressive ass recoveries are always so fun to see. And now I can see Hybrid trying to make this happen. Not out of the realm of possibility. He's trying to get Bunny here, but getting close to wall slip. Gets back onto the stage. That's going to be a team combo. Only a 2-hitter though. But gives another chance for Hybrid to try and make this comeback happen. Oh, that's game.
Oh, yeah. I think Bunny even got a little extra damage there real quick while he's also getting picked up, but it didn't even matter. Man, 554 or 544. Definitely expect to see a little more of that from the amount of SIGs that hit, but that's still more damage, almost 100 more damage than everybody else here on this screen, except for your teammate. So, man,
Yeah, and really, Halo wasn't really getting punished for those SIGs like at all, you know. So it's like I'm gonna keep throwing them out, and at that point, you just kind of hit a moment where you're like a stage hazard, right? Kind of similar to like Azoth, right? Where you're just putting out all these long-lasting hitboxes on the screen, or extremely threatening ones like that Blaster's neutral SIG that can just really turn the tide of battle. And honestly, there was no answer from Hybrid and Shade. They just kind of got eaten up.
Yeah. So I'm not. Yeah, that was what a game. Like that's the best way you can say it, you know what I'm saying? What a game. But we'll see what happens now as we get into the third game here. But yeah, I mean, it's really up to the red team to kind of like stop the bleeding here. The blue team has been playing super phenomenally. That was an even stronger game on that second one. I feel like the first game was a little closer, but ever since Halo Prince has been able to kind of get into the groove of things, it really feels like all the momentum is straight up on the blue team.
Let's see.
Okay. Getting a little scary here. All right, I'm back in it. Gotta respect the SIGs. These mixed SIGs are definitely very nice. Another one.
Bunny throwing out some
Bunny
SIGs
said, you know, I want to get in there too, bro.
Hey, just slide charging SIGs off the plat now. Oh, and jumping from the corner, immediately grab canceling, going for down SIG with the sight, and then doing it again with the blasters, also picking up a D-Light recovery. Yeah, the blue team, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. It looks like they're just playing for fun. You know what I mean? They do not look threatened at all. I mean, they're KOing each other at this point. Like they do not see themselves losing this set.
Yeah, just having a good time, bro. Like it's party time for the blue team for sure. Gets a little crazy out there with that side SIG, ends up taking out Bunny, but yeah, I mean, do it really matter? I still have not really seen super signs of life here from the red team yet.
Yeah, I mean, that got to be some degree of demotivating if you're on the red team, man. You made this far in bracket, you know, you're trying to push on further, and then you go up against a team like this that is so confident in their ability to beat you that, you know, they start KOing themselves and say, we got to put our own handicap in, right? So hopefully they're able to kind of shake that off and kind of send a statement here, but just see the team combo opportunity. More SIGs from Halo are connecting, and he's not going to stop throwing them out. He sees that platform, he's going to slide, and he's going to let it rip.
Gets out of there quickly.
Okay. Lead for the red team.
Okay. This is...
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm surprised he was able to touch that wall with nobody hitting him again. He was already sweat beaten, but luckily... Okay, hold on, man. Maybe they played too much. Red team is definitely back in it now, but these are some unhealthy stocks. Double side air wasn't enough. Okay, the recovery is going to take it now. Right back into an even game. Bunny, the only person on the screen with a little damage. It doesn't matter. We have to find out as this plays out. Nice little counter punish.
Yeah, I'm looking for that moment here where it's like, ooh, nice catch here from Halo. A lot of pressure. No dodge on Hybrid here either. Has to be careful on the way back. Bunny going wild on the left side. Oh, but she's not able to get the stock. Halo, though, almost getting it on Hybrid. Goes for the grand pound. Just not going to connect. Bunny swaps on over to Shade there. Shade gets the pick up. There goes Bunny, and now Halo Prince is all by himself. But at this point, maybe played with the food a little bit too much here, as we were saying before. But we'll see. I mean, has a decent amount of health to work with. But as I say that, that's going to be game. Nice little team combo from Shade and Hybrid. Bunny and Halo playing a little bit too much there. And they're getting burned for it.
Yeah, a little too fun right there. So, but I will say, man, for a quick second, Halo got like 6 sidelights. I thought he was about to just sidelight, and then immediately side SIG. And then just finish the game. But yeah, luckily they were able to get that one hit they needed to turn that into a team combo. Yeah, just a little too much fun time out there, man. You know, too much chip on your dip, or too much dip on your chip.
Yeah, you know, you just gotta like, you know, take a breath sometimes. I understand that at the end of the day, we're all playing Brawlhalla for fun. But then, you know, when you got money on the line, maybe reel it in a little bit. Play for fun, of course, but also play like you got homework due tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was just, bro, this should have been done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not for real.
Yeah, I just, the way it was playing, it should have been over and done with. Here we are. One more game. Oh, shots up.
Catch getting caught down. You can see falling side air goes for a neutral SIG as well. It's not going to connect, but having a good time on these blasters. Bunny, on the other hand, lost per first stock already. But what a statement it would be if the blue team kind of so comfortably ends up getting reverse 3-0 here. I mean, look, Hybrid and Shader starting to warm up. Unfortunately, Hybrid's going to fall there, but that was in the midst of a pretty juicy team combo. So, you know, blue team got to start sweating for a second here. Did you forget that the competition you're going up against is a real deal? They didn't make it here by accident.
Yeah, this might actually end up being like a delayed, like unnecessary. I wouldn't want to say a taunting body, but it basically was a taunting body, bro. Like the gameplay was taunting. And
yes.
Now it's not looking so great here for the blue team. It is still possible to make this comeback, but as of right now, yeah, the red team is 100% locked in. It's only just being Shade still on their first stock, and when the first stock got taken, from the blue team, they were only in like a yellow, like a deep yellow.
Oh, dang.
Oh my, what a pass.
Tried it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know what? I need y'all to lose now. I need y'all to lose now. Somebody just got me mad watching y'all get handled in this fourth game like this.
Like, this is even the same team. You know, they're going for the plays, but the confidence is very quickly dissipated from the blue team here as they're trailing behind by a lot. Shade still has 3 stocks. And, you know, Bunny and Halo are going to be able to clean up that one off a Hybrid, but, you know, at this point, I mean, Shade should fall, no. Yeah, every time she gets hit, though. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, that's gonna.
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and let the stock go. That was your first stock. You did them like that. All right, well, game 5, for sure. We'll be seeing that, but I just, man, this is going to be one of those ones that hurt staying to lose this game 5, bro. Because y'all was out here messing around, playing around, and now look what's happening.
Yeah, sometimes you got to learn lessons the hard way. You know, we'll see. Right now, it's looking like today might be that day for Halo and Bunny. As we're going to game 5, the down sig from Shade goes ahead and secures the fact that that's going to happen. And I'm like, you know, sometimes, you know, maybe they want more screen time. You know, maybe they said, hold on, let's fish for clips for these next couple games. And then if it don't work out, game 5, we lock in, we show them what it's about. But by how convincingly that game 4 kind of looked, I'm not so sure that that's what their plan is.
Yeah, I mean, throwing for game 5, that's the Australia Classic, so big shouts. Australia, we gotta get that screen time, bro. But you don't need to do that. We NA, man. Like, we can just win. We just win.
3, 2,
all right, bro, game 5.
brawl.
I'm now looking at the red team to clean this up, because yeah, I mean, this was some very solid games from the blue team at the beginning, and then they played a little too much on that third game. Now the fourth game went straight up to the red team. Now we're scrapping it out in the game 5 situation.
Oh. Will they be able to hang here? I mean, so far, a lot of damage racked up on Bunny, rather. And that's kind of how the last game started as well. Bunny was the first one to lose stock.
Oh,
I didn't knock out. Shout out to that Kaya defense in a rough spot here.
Oh.
Turns around, just the ground. Just to take you off the top at the same time. Is this the downfall of Troy?
It's feeling like it, bro. It's feeling like it. Yeah, the red team, I mean, absolutely, the teamwork has only gotten better and better. Shade just continuously becomes unhittable, and when they are getting hit, obviously, that defense from Taya is keeping them alive. So, out of the way. Tries to go for the deepest ground pound. That was clean, though, to keep going just so you didn't get hit off the wall. Ogrim still living too. Ogrim with some pretty good defense as well, though, so this is just a pretty heavy team when it comes down to it. Good pickup. Finally loses it.
Jeez. Yeah, the blue team. I mean, I feel like this is going to require a wild offstage play from either Bunny or Halo. It doesn't matter who, but somebody's going to have to do it or even work together to make it happen because they are crumbling here. That's going to be a bit of a response. Shade gets a bit of a punish here. Bunny goes off stage. Got to be careful. Pogo's the neutral sig before it can come out. Great defensive play from Shade. We've seen that a lot already. Being able to turn around these precarious scenarios and, you know, get a stock off of it even sometimes. And that's going to be a stock. Shade, and now Bunny all by her lonesome. Shade not afraid to go off stage, threaten these pogos and recoveries.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That weapon toss with coverage. Doesn't even need to hit him after that. Yeah, what I will say, though, was the other thing I've noticed that, like, we have not seen the confidence in these sticks coming out from Halo anymore.
Halo just stopped altogether, right?
Like, I don't see nothing anymore.
Now he should.
Boy ain't pressing no button but jump right there, so finally gets a chance to try to put some damage here onto the screen. Ooh. Nice. Okay, there we go. We sliding off. He remembered.
He said, I just gotta make sure I'm accurate this time. Oh, Bunny tries to go for one off the side as well. You can see they're trying to slowly claw back here. It's gonna come down to Shade holding on to this stock. Hybrid might have to play a little bit more aggressive here. Oh, nice team combo. The recovery off the top and another one. It's not enough. But that's pretty much it here, man. Now, this is the reverse Rio. This is like not a taunt to get bodied, but taunt to get bodied. You'll play with your food to get bodied.
Yeah. Yeah, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Like we always say, man, there's one thing about like that. Someone only needs one win to remember they can win. And you gave them that.
That's facts.
Man.
Red team
Sensational.
wins.
Anyway. That's absolutely insane to see the way that this set played out. An absolute banger of a start here from Bunny and Halo. A little too much dip on the chip there in the third game, and because of that, they just threw it all away, bro. Man.
Yeah, no, that was sad. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, don't want to take any credit away from Shade and Hybrid, right? Like, obviously they had to make the adjustments to make
lock in, yeah.
real happen. But geez, like, I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to Hybrid too, because I was kind of picking on Hybrid a little bit earlier in the set because I was like, you know, I feel like you don't have as much presence on the stage as Shade does, and then definitely locked in toward the latter games and started converting extremely well, especially with those axe recoveries, getting a lot of early KOs off the top, and it made Halo and Bunny look lost.
Yeah, I mean the double pickups, the pickups there from Hybrid definitely got better as the set went on. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they gifted him a game, and then because of that, they were like, you know, we're gonna take a little more, and the game just looked. It's like they flipped who was playing, because like the first two games, Bunny and Halo going absolutely insane, and then the last two games, Shade and Hybrid going absolutely insane. So good stuff to them. They'll be moving on. Bunny and Halo, you know, obviously good team, but you know, got to stop playing with their food.
Now, hopefully this time around, we're gonna have you know, some people who are used to winning tournaments coming up. You know, we're gonna have Balloon Boy and Radish going up against Sandstorm and Wubs. I don't recall exactly who Sandstorm and Wubs lost to in the winner's side, but I believe it was early on in top 32 they got sent down to the elimination side of bracket, and so they've been trying to claw their way up. The fact that Balloon Boy and Radish, oh, they lost to Halo Prince and Bunny. Oh, so that's funny. Well, you know,
okay.
There you go. Well, now they don't got to worry about that no more.
Yeah. Now you just got to outplace them.
Time being, yeah.
Now you just got to outplace them. Like, yep, see what happens here. So, yeah, Wub Sandstorm. Sandstorm, when I saw a little bit of their gameplay earlier, they were definitely on the Tesca. So.
Yeah, a weird team comp, right? Tesca and Azoth. You don't get to see Azoth like literally at all. You know, like it's literally like Zapapi. I don't even know where he been at. He gone. You know, it's probably been like 3 years since I've seen Zapapi on stream. And so outside of that, it really has just been Wubs. Who even had like a tweet a while back because you know that Chakram balance patch kind of came in between singles and doubles, and he had some strong opinions about it. So I'm glad to see that he was still able to make it at least as far in bracket despite not playing Priya. But on the other side of things, Balloon Boy and Radish, they went up against Marky Moo and Future Bubble earlier, and they were not able to come out on top there. But like that's some of the, you know, the top seeds of this tournament kind of knocking each other out now. And so this is gonna be hard fought on either side, man. I actually don't know where to call it. I think I put the favorite in Balloon Boy and Radish's camp, just because Wubs hasn't been as consistently top 8ing in doubles as of late. You know, he kind of makes an appearance here and there, but it's been a while since, you know, he's been a consistent threat like that.
Yeah, I will say, man, you know, Sandstorm and Wubs, like you know, I'm gonna look for the Sandstorm W because of Sandstorm. But if I had to be a betting man, betting from the brain, then yeah, I would be on the Balloon Boy Raider side too. I mean, obviously, Balloon Boy, you know, definitely popped. I think it's his year last year popped off. You know, so he's been popping off a lot throughout his time within like recent Brawlhalla, and then Radish has been popping off for like 2-3 years as well. So see how this how they end up playing it up. I assume it's gonna be like what Red Raptor still on Radish. He's still rocking that.
Yeah.
So good for him. But we do get to see more blasters, I assume, also from Balloon Boy. So you know, need that.
Yeah, it should be pretty fun. I'm like, you know, I think ever since Boomy retired, to go be a, you know, competitive WoW player for Team Liquid, the question of who is Sandstorm's partner gonna be for twos has kind of always been up in the air, and so every tournament we kind of see him, you know, teaming with someone new. At Max Mode, he ended up teaming with Munir, where it was a infamous clip where Munir destroyed Sandstorm's final stock in a pretty important clutch moment, and then they ended up losing the set. And then he proceeded to lose for the rest of the weekend. I don't think he ever got over it. But
Damn.
this time around, you know, we're trying Wubs. We'll see what that combination is like. Clearly, it's working out to some degree because they're able to make it this far. But I feel like Balloon Boy and Radish are the true test.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting. All right, we got the Barraza out. I'm just waiting for them to start it up. Sandstorm, and yep, they picked it up. It is the Chell. Well, that's a nice skin. I didn't know that came out. Is that a Battle Pass skin, or can I just buy that?
I forget. I think that one you might just be able to just buy. I don't remember. It might be a battle. I don't know. I'm talking out my butt. I don't know. But either way,
it looks nice though.
We starting up. We're hopping into game one pretty soon here. We're looking at the stage striking process. Barraza, Red Raptor. No surprise there. That's what we've been seeing all day. Same thing from Wubs and Sandstorm. And I like the stances here as well, right? We got Wubs going into that defense stance, you know, prioritizing being able to stay alive a lot longer. Meanwhile, Radish, you know, going for that force, wants to make sure that that orb is knocking out those side lights there. He needs those to KO a little bit earlier. So we'll see how this all pans out as we load up into game number one between some of the best in Brawlhalla, really.
Yeah, man, 8 force here on the Chell though. Sheesh.
Yeah.
All right, you about to be getting kicked for real, man. You're gonna put that one straight in the chest. Here we go. We started it up, man. Let's see what we get off of this first game. Big movement, trying to figure out who gets that first big hit. It's gonna be Wubs. He moving now. I give it up.
Let's see. This is great. All right, starting off so far. I mean, Balloon Boy on these blasters. We want to take a look at these. I mean, Wubs has been doing classic Azoth gameplay all day. And what I mean by that is he's going on these platforms, he's slide charging these signatures, he's gravity canceling side sig after side sig. There's one right there, and he is shameless about it. That is classic Wubs game. He's never been afraid to touch that sig button. There it goes again and again. And he's going to continue to do that the entire time. It's a question of, can the blue team deal with the mental stack of all these hazards?
Ooh. Okay. I can't lie to you right now. I'm looking directly at Balloon Boy. I'm trying to see what these blasters be doing. Okay.
Wow.
All right, just getting out of that. Nice. Okay, good punish right there from Sandstorm. Just dash in side charge or side sig. Move with it.
Oh, okay, like that. Good recovery from Raiders to go ahead and pick up that stock. And now we have a fairly even game here. Balloon Boy still hanging on to the first stock, though, and has a decent amount of defense, so should be able to hang on to it for a while longer. Oh, but Sandstorm almost cooking up Raiders. Now Balloon Boy going to punish Sandstorm for it. Goes for the gravity against the D-Light. Needs to touch the wall, and because of that, going to get punished by side air, but it's no problem. Balloon Boy is back, and he has an axe in hand. The Balloon Boy axe is not something I get to see all the time, so I'm curious to see what he can cook with it. Oh, nice pass to Raiders, man. That Red Raptor and Sig on boots, bro. He carries you so far. Like,
and kicks you straight out too. Like that's that's such a good angle. Okay, getting thrown down. Could be a problem. Nice. Sandstorm does manage to land onto that stage, but man, they are chasing down Sandstorm here at the top. Or was at the top. Sandstorm gets back in the mix though, just immediately gets sent right back out. Damn, the blue team is bodying the red team right now. We got to get something going from now. However, they, you know, we at least got a Red Raptor down to the last stock, so you could turn this to a very long 2v1. But I mean, y'all both still hurt. You might not even get a chance to do that. Seeing that my man Wubs, he is hurt in the back. Wait, what happened to the Wubs Cassidy?
I know, bro. What happened?
Well, this is the time.
What? Why the Azoth? You know, I gotta question it. Now that you're bringing it up, I gotta question it. You know, and it's not like
one of my favorite part of BCX, bro. My man was wrangling them, dude.
And for real, he was looking like what was it, Jesse from Toy Story?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, you know what? All that to be said, I gotta get. That was some very good gameplay from Balloon
189 damage. Yeah, I think we know who the weak link on the screen is. You know, no shade. I just you look across the board.
I'm just looking
here.
at numbers, bro. I'm a mathematician here. You know, a statistician here, and I'm just telling you, if I had to say who was just there existing.
Yeah, not the best from Wubs.
15% accuracy. Is that one hit? Is that one sig?
Yeah.
All right, so game 3, we have to see the Cassidy. Chat, right? Like the Cassidy has to come out. Like, if you want to throw sticks like that, at least Cassidy's got some very good sticks to do that. I'm not saying that Azoth doesn't, because Azoth got some spammable sticks too, but like, you obviously not hitting them, so let's try something else.
I think the hardest part about Azoth and Twos is that like his SIGs are hard to avoid as the teammate as well, right? So like, you know, it's really hard, especially with the way that his side stick works on bow. Depending on where he hits the enemy, they're gonna get sent kind of in a myriad of directions. So it's hard to combo off of because it's kind of based off of that center hit. So we'll see. I mean, if Sandstorm loses the stock, well,
Hello.
Yeah.
Yo, they really cut off. That man got cut off on the highway right there.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like, huh?
Oh man. He's like, oh, you trying to merge here? Nah. You good?
Oh. Okay. Nice wake up from Wubs there. That side sig on Azoth is one of the strongest SIGs in the game now, especially after the nerf to some across the SIGs. I think that's definitely one of the top contenders for ability to get early knockouts. But with that said, I mean, they still got a lot of work to do here. Nice Wubs just to pick up another. I think the tough part about this is I feel like Sandstorm's so used to playing with someone who's like really good at converting into team combos, and then they just kind of like play that game. But it feels like they're playing much more of a two separate 1v1 game, as you see Sandstorm managed to pick up one on the left side onto Balloon Boy, but they ain't really going for many team combos. Here's an opportunity. Nice. All right, they got a little bit of something. It looks like Wubs trying to convert that into a down sig as well. And that probably would have been the end of that combo, but how many opportunities have they really created like that?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a combo there on the left side where Sandstorm did hit a side air back, but Wubs was about to jump off stage. I guess he wasn't expecting Sandstorm to do it. Here we go. Well, can we get off this? Yeah, everybody
hits
hit
Sandstorm by accident.
Too close. Yeah. Might have been on Sandstorm. I think he jumped in a little too fast, though. You got to expect a two-piece from that side light nair.
Okay.
Oh, okay, hold on.
They're throwing everything at him.
Back. Nice, okay.
Oh.
Nice enough, though, yeah. Just get caught as soon as he pokes his head over. The conversion.
Much closer game.
The side light to the reverse nair. Trying to get nice. I didn't even know that was conversion you can get. I'm side light side air, but I guess you can do a little more now.
Things starting to look a little dicey here, but a much closer game too, which I'm happy about. I mean, I didn't want this to be
have a lead.
3-0. Yeah, a little bit, right? I mean, the damage. Ooh,
nice
the wake up from Radish.
Okay. Let's go. That's the kind of
Oh, he messed up.
Oh, Radius dropping some of the BMBs now.
Oh. Okay,
right.
man, this is last stock aim. Get the pass over, and Balloon Boy picks it up. Wubs waking up with these down sigs. Nice weapon throw from Sandstorm to stop that stock from being taken. That recovery is almost enough. Now we're coming to a game where it's like you got to get the punish there. Side like there's not enough. The combo from Balloon Boy on the way back, and the stock is going to be taken. Sandstorm left by himself in the 2v1.
Man.
He has boots though. He's like 2 recoveries away.
Truly, or I mean, a well-placed side sig might be able to do it too, but like, it's scary. All right, he went for the downlight right there, looking for the downlight recovery. Still has to watch out for the next recovery though, because both of these have recoveries that's going to cover out a lot of space. That's probably it though. Yeah.
Dang. All right. Sandstorm and Wubs go down yet another game here. Much closer game too, and you can see this time around Wubs picked up the slack, right? We threw Spade. He got 189 damage in that first game. This second game, 542. Sandstorm with 392 now. So Wubs definitely came to play in game 2. And Sandstorm stayed fairly consistent, but lacked a little bit in comparison to his game 1 self. But at the end of the day, that was a game that was 2 hits away from being a red team victory. So they're able to kind of push us a little bit further here in game 3. The reverse 3-0 is possible, but Balloon Boy and Radish, man, their ability to get these conversions, especially because Balloon Boy has blasters, that range means he's really able to convert from like kind of anywhere.
Yeah. So we got to fuse this thing together now, basically. So game 1, it was the shell or the Sandstorm shell. Game 2 was the Azoth show. So now, if we can just get both of them like a crossover episode right now, we could see a game go the way of the red team. So we'd still like to see it. As you said, a little more team combo, a little more team flow right here from the red team, as that's not really been on their docket. I have definitely seen. I mean, their 2 1v1s are pretty nice, but if they can start getting some teamwork in here too, you can definitely see this game going well into their favor. Look at how they're always past each other on the blue team, though.
Any hit is ready to be followed up by, right? You can see him right now. Boom, that's a pass. That's a stock taken. And Sandstorm just has to kind of fight his way back. Boom, that's another pass. That's a stock taken. It's this methodical dismantling of the enemy team. Look at this! Off that top, he was so undamaged. They converted that stock on Wubs so blindingly fast that he only has 1 stock left.
Bro,
and it's
he
only been a minute.
He lost 2 stocks in like 10 seconds, bro. This is the most GGs I've ever seen right now. Finally getting a stock here off of Radish, but is it too little, too late? The wait right here, they're trying to get the stock off of Balloon Boy too, but Balloon Boy, yeah, playing it patient. Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
Well, oh, now Radish getting taken out. No drip right there from Balloon Boy, and it probably was too late regardless. Oh.
It's still winnable. You got to get Raiders somehow, but it's winnable.
Yeah, this game is even. This even.
Thank the
What
Lord.
the hell just happened, bro?
They needed it, you know. I respect the attempt from Balloon Boy to get that early stock off the top again, but the unfortunate fact is that he got rid. Oh man, Balloon Boy's axe is actually kind of nice here, kind of chopping up Sandstorm. Sandstorm going for the early KO here, gonna go for the down air. Can't get more, has to send Balloon Boy back up. Webbs on the other hand, trying to do his own little thing with his axe here. You know, has been playing a lot of the bow, but we're getting some axe here as well, and we'll see. You know, this is where things kind of start slowing down a little bit because Webbs can't afford to throw out too many attacks, and Sandstorm can't afford to hit him like you just did there. That's, you only get one of those, brother. Ah, man, Webbs barely hanging on here. Same could be said for Radish, but Radish has pressure and the red team does not, and that's going to be the conversion, I think. I don't know how Sandstorm does this. We'll see. He has to get Radish somehow, then get 2 stocks of Balloon Boy.
I mean, I think it's definitely possible if he gets Radish out here immediately. This is just like this would be like a standard 1-in-1. Like, you're behind a little bit for sure. All right, managed to sneak that weapon, but you can tell, like, you see how they're playing. Yeah, just protect Radish. Radish actually goes in there. Oh my. Oh, he shot it the wrong way. That was about to be a clean conversion.
I was trying to see what they were cooking there on the low.
Yeah, maybe it was supposed to be like maybe it should have been a gravity cancel D-light instead. Pop him back up for another hit.
Sandstorm, he's close here. He needs to KO either of them now. Oh, he might not have the chance. Oh, he almost had time to convert there. That would have been insane, but yeah, Sandstorm gets a recovery. This is your chance. You got to get Radish now. Chase him off stage. And there he goes. It's a one-on-one.
Okay. It's the GOAT. He's showing up. I mean, he took a lot of damage already, though, so, you know, he needed this to be more of a fresh start, but I've seen crazier comebacks. Great start right here from Sandstorm right now. But, oh. Yeah,
now we're in the danger zone here. Down sig is an option as well from Balloon Boy. Can Sandstorm keep him off stage? That's the win con here.
Yeah, but
he's
like one miss idea and him getting side air, and that's pretty much it. Down light recovery. Looks for a Sandstorm to jump out the corner. I see Sandstorm doing a good job of doing mad damage, but again though, this is some decent. Oh yeah, you're out of there. That's nice. I was gonna say the defense here from Barraza, all those Sandstorms getting mad hits, you could tell that like he just wasn't going to be able to do enough damage in time. So yeah, one solid hit right there, one solid recovery is all Balloon Boy needed to take him out.
Yeah, I mean 227 damage from Webbs. You know, it's tough. You know, Sandstorm definitely tried really hard to try to squeeze that game out. But I think that second stock of Webbs being taken as fast as it did, like, that's just really hard to come back from no matter who's playing. You know what I mean? You just have such a large deficit. I mean, despite that, like, they were able to get an even stock count at some point, you know? So, like, they definitely still try to run with it, but just two big mistakes, you know, too hard to come back from. So got to give it up to Balloon Boy and Radish, man. Their passes were clean. The conversions were clean as well. They really wasted no time, man. If one of them got a hit, the other one was there and ready just to receive it. So, like, there ain't much more to say there. I just think that Sandstorm and Webbs got outplayed and outclassed just by a little bit, you know, just by a little bit. But those tiny margins make the difference at this point in bracket.
Yeah. So it was back and forth too. You know, again, you know, Webbs' first and third game obviously wasn't that great. That second game was phenomenal, and then the second game for Sandstorm unfortunately was not that great. So, but those first and third games phenomenal. Just wasn't on the same page at the same time, or able to make it happen at the same time. However, Balloon Boy and Radish, yeah, I mean, we kept talking about how good their passes were, and yeah, that just kind of got them to a victory. They were willing to play dubs, while I feel like Sandstorm and Webbs were playing a lot more like 2 1v1s.
Yeah, no, I agree, right? Which, you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes, especially, you know, we're talking about how we have 2 players. Webbs, you know, can switch teammates a lot. Sandstorm, ever since Boomy kind of dropped, has been kind of hopping around. They're not going to have all that time together to really like lock things in and kind of have it become like a well-oiled machine where they just know what to do. And so we saw a bit of that come out, and despite that, they were still able to perform extraordinarily well and keep up with one of the strongest teams in Brawlhalla right now. Like Balloon Boy and Raid is just like a top 3 team, you know, like that's good stuff. I gotta give it up.
Yeah. So before we get into our next set, I'm seeing Hexo and Guichibu in the lobby, and then Hybrid Shade. So that will be our next set. Before that, we are going to take it to a small break. So if you want to see that set, definitely stick around. Spring Championships will be right back. Spring Championships, guess what? We are back and we are ready to play some more of this doubles action brawler. We got our next set. It's gonna be Hexo and Guichibu versus Hybrid and Shade. Again, I'm TK Breezy, joined my man Flambeau. Flambeau, what you think about this next set?
This one's cool. You know what I mean? Because you know, Guichibu and Hexo kind of like the new team now, since the Hexo and Halo Prince kind of split up, and so Guichibu and Hexo kind of been doing this thing. But you know, it looks like a weird team on paper. But then, like, Queen Nai is able to do some, like, dastardly things in doubles, bro.
Yeah.
Like, some, like, pretty... The amount of conversions they figured out how to team combo into her N-Sig to get early KOs off the top is, like, pretty dirty. And so I don't know if Hybrid and Shade are going to be ready for this. I mean, of course, they're coming off of that win that they had over, that was Bunny. And who was she with? I don't remember. But all I remember is that they threw. And so,
Bunny and Halo, actually.
Bunny and Halo, yeah. So you know what? Maybe it's poetic in a way. You know, that Hexo's on a team with Guichibu now. You know, maybe Guichibu not. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Either way,
maybe they lock in. Maybe they say we're not playing with our food if we got that W. So we'll see though. Shade and Hybrid took a little bit to like kind of get into the groove of things, but once they were in the groove of things, absolute destruction on their side of things. Hexo going on the Knicks too. Okay, so maybe that's why they didn't team. It was Knicks and Loki when Halo and Hexo played, but now it's Knicks, both of them playing Knicks, and then the Queen Nai coming out. And yeah, as you said, you know, she may not be the fastest thing. Is going to go in speed stance to get a little closer to that fast thing, but may not be the fastest thing on the screen, but when the opponents are much closer, because there's more opponents, a little easier for you to, you know, find your chances to get those hits.
Okay, so let's see. Starting off here, Hexo throwing out these down airs and down lights. Trying to get these conversions, trying to set up for Guichibu here. Almost exclusively hitting this down line button right now. There's the first end light we've seen in the match, and trying to look for his highlights there as well. But, I mean, either way, I mean, kind of just pressing the attack button and not getting too much punishment for it. So, all in all, working out here for the Boost team. We're going to be seeing a lot of nicks, I think, right? We saw some nicks earlier, and for good reason, man. Blasters are in a good spot. Look at this conversion.
That was nice. I think that was off a double down there too, but it's kind of hard to DI away from it when they're right there. So nice. Clean, yeah. Nice conversions here from the blue team for sure. Hexo and Guichi looking pretty nice right now. Also, again, Guichi playing a very high defense legend as well, and it's taking almost no damage. It's kind of sliding around, kind of unnoticed, really.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's so cool, I think, that we get to, because Katars have, like, historically been like, man, we don't play those in doubles, bro. But these guys have figured it out, you know, and that's what it's cool to see, man. We still got some innovation here on the Lord's Year 2025. Oh, what's this combo? Nice try.
I think Guichi tried to get in the way of, you know, but I don't think they actually hit a button. However, wait, what happened to Hybrid?
So Hexo threw out that Blaster's Ensig and yoinked him, and he just didn't have anything left after that, so he couldn't even get back to the stage.
Okay, still though, might get a double here.
Ooh, Hexo trying to cook here. Still going on. Oh my God. Okay.
That was so much coverage. Like, where can you even go?
Save? Nice save. Wow. Just like that, the blue team gets to hang on. Hexo gets to keep this stock for a little while longer. Immaculately played, man. Oh, okay. Fine offensive, man. Classic.
And the arms of the angel. Let's get it. Yeah, so this is another. It's a hot start here for the blue team again, but I'm gonna wait out until I say anything because, you know, I've seen what the red team can do with a little bit of momentum.
Oh. All right. First down signal seems to be Guichibu, I believe, is set. You know, it's kind of clearing up some space. But final stock scenario, red team has quite a bit of damage racked up as well. I mean, Hexo pretty much needs to get one opening. Guichibu's going to be ready to follow. Maybe an edge guard sequence. Yep, the ground pound's going to be enough.
Yeah. You saw it. He lined that up perfectly as well, too. So now it's all up to Hybrid, who could still potentially... Nah, never mind. Got pulled out of this dimension, out of this universe.
They just yoinked the chains from the abyss. Just absolutely.
511 damage. Okay. Hexo going absolutely insane right now. Hey, I need some of those enders, bro, because them skeletons be getting down.
Nah, for real, dude.
The joint when they got the trumpet, they be throwing it back. That's my jam, bro.
No, that's it. I forget. There's always this one clip of the skeletons walking out that they post every Halloween on Twitter. They say, you know what time of year it is, and then they start in that crazy walk like they're Vince McMahon, bro.
Oh yeah. All right, man. Yeah, that was solid first game right there for the blue team. But again, Hybrid Shade, I mean, sometimes they might be like Batman, you know what I'm saying? Like, you bet on them if it's like Batman with prep time. Like, I'm gonna bet on Batman for sure. They just need a little prep time, that's all. See if they got it, though. See if they can do it in time. Get that prep time that they need to go ahead and get some type of W going here for them.
Okay, let's see. So far, nothing too crazy happening here. Just kind of trading blows. Looks like Guichibu was able to find an opening. Hexo goes for a potential edge guard here on the shade. Can't quite go to the ground pound. And have another shot in the down air, so go ahead and stuff that one out. But Hybrid comes with the chainsaw to go ahead and force the trade. Great play. And, you know, that's kind of the plays that you need sometimes when you recognize that, like, I won't be able to save my partner, so I got to go for the next best thing. Just make sure it's a worthwhile play. Oh, my God.
Watch out. Yeah, wall bang. Very tough. But, yeah, no, ends up getting back onto the screen real quick and also getting that gravity cancel D-light. You know, the slight jump to go ahead and avoid any option like a down like themselves, but also still be able to hit ground level. Very nice. Guichibu, double chase down. Looking for that chance to look for the double recovery. And damn, just handling Shade right now. Shade having a hard time finding some space, but Hybrid not having a hard time over there with Hexo getting themselves a stock on the right side.
Yeah, things starting to look a little scary here. I mean, granted, Shade down to the final stock, but so is Hexo. Guichibu still has 3 stocks and is cooking up. That was almost a clean conversion to that down tick. That just barely didn't connect, but it don't even matter. The recovery's going to connect. Gets the KO off the top, and now really Hexo just needs to last.
Yeah, I wonder if a neutral air was needed there instead of that fall off. It was like a fall off neutral light. And so I think because they were losing height, they didn't pop them like that. But it was like a neutral air, probably would have hit. Either way, they still got a solid lead with Guichibu sitting on 2 stocks. Hexo not taking too much damage just yet. Meanwhile, Guichibu with a good chase down. It's so crazy to see because you can tell like Queen Nai is just not moving like that. She's still stuck in the mud when it comes to her speed compared to everybody else, but she still keeps being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, she just, you know, got these big hitboxes. Oh, it's a slide off from down deep. We should be forcing Hybrid to get off the ledge there. And now, oh, what combo.
What a pass. Up the stage. Don't think.
Oh.
Oh my. Oh. Hold them in place so we can get the strong sticks out here. Damn.
Wait, hold on. That's wavy, actually. I never thought about that. That Nyx Ensig on Blaster, that got some time on it, you know? Or on Scythe, right? So like, I guess Queen Nai enough time to do her own Ensig is wild. Yeah, no one's coming back from that, bro. No one's survived that combo. I don't care what you say, bro.
Yeah, I don't care what color you're in, bro. like you're going at yellow, bro. Don't get hit by that. Let's watch it again.
Gets to charge it up too.
We were in orange when that combo started.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're gone, bro. Jeez. All right, so they left open a lot of the lesser played stages. Okay, we're just gonna go back. There was a lot. Mos Eisley was open. Small Terminus was open. Mishima Dojo was open. I was like, all right, bro. And small air or Western Air Temple, which probably would have been that, but looks like we're actually going to Miami Dome. Hexo and Guichibu. I don't see them playing with their food right now. I don't see them doing it.
No, same, man. They are super locked in. I mean, these conversions are absolutely insanity. I'm like what I'm seeing here. We'll see if Shade and Hybrid can answer back, but right now it's looking like it's about to be a quick 3-0 with the way that these guys have been playing. The blue team absolutely on top of things. Guichibu just getting these N6 with confidence, getting both members of the red team as well. Uh-oh, be careful. All right, cool. We out of the danger zone for now, but there's that hovering Scythe right above you. You know, you let that jump down there. They scoop you by the neck, and then they start throwing you around the stage, and all of a sudden, you lost the stock. So you have to be careful here. Keep eyes on Hexo, make sure he's not getting you quickly. But they're doing a great job of separating the blue team, honestly. And there we go, the first stock with the recovery. Maybe there's hope here for the red team. Oh my God, dang, got the wrong hitbox of it.
Yeah, I think I might probably need that one to go straight up to go ahead and get that stock, especially on Queen Nai. But first stock, yeah, I mean, that's still a big turnaround here from these other games. And getting the first stock. Queen Nai still living though in the red, but I have to put her in a deep red unless you're hitting her off with a stick here.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah, you're gone. You're gone. A little too much, you know, dip on the chip there, trying to go for that down sig. Neutral sig maybe would have hit, but the down sig definitely not gonna be it right there.
See, team combo. Oh, almost doesn't even matter. You can see Hexo try to get the pass to the recovery, and finds another recovery later on even. So that's both members of the red team gonna fall here. Took a little bit though for the blue team to find that first pair of KOs, and so despite that, still lead for the red team here.
Oh, and I mean, it's a big lead too because Hexo was definitely hurting. Hexo managed to slide back onto the stage real quick. Might play a little further back. May not even get a chance. Yeah, good catch and good pickup right there from Hybrid. I don't think the spear stare would have done it. So yeah, the axe stare was definitely the smart one to go for.
Hybrid doing a great job playing support, man. There's the pass again. Still gets the combo, even after getting hit there. We see an attempt for a team combo for the blue team. Gets interrupted by Shade. Nice down stick from Guichibu. Accidental friendly fire, but opportunity to get Hybrid off stage here. Oh, there's an N-Sig. It was a good idea, too. Just barely didn't connect.
Oh, man. Getting bounced. Yo, Hybrid. Hold on, man. I'm looking at Hybrid right now. He is definitely getting hits on hits.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
Oh, you got to die.
And the save. Get saved.
Get saved there. I don't know. Maybe he fat fingered a button or something, but gravity cancel rip taunt kind of crazy.
Yeah. Let me show you how it's done. Put himself in the ground. Oh man, things trying to look rough here for the blue team. Hexo has a lot of damage racked up. They can't seem to convert. if they can get Shade here, there's an opportunity, and Shade taking quite a bit of damage, and the blue team is extremely potent at knocking out off the top as well. Here's an opportunity. Can they hunt down Shade? They can. Oof, man, they are playing a game of chicken here. That's the first hit. Nice little down there coming out from Hybrid. Shade tries to convert into a side stick, just a little bit too slow on the pass. They're playing a big trading game here. Nice interrupt. The recovery's gonna get the knockout off the top, and now Guichibu all by himself.
Yeah, it would have been super possible if that one hit. That would have been a super nice neutral save to hit on to Shade, because only hit Hybrid. Yeah, I feel like that was their one chance. Oh, those the Chaos Emeralds?
I love right.
Yo, y'all be putting me on, man. I'll be like, yo, I need some of these. All right. Either way, yeah. I mean, I didn't think they were gonna throw it. No, I wouldn't say they threw it. I think the red team just kind of locked in there, as they've been doing. That third game somehow just always goes to the red team.
Yeah, Hybrid been impressing me for real. You know, he able to really kind of hone in when it counts, and find the knockouts, and also just he plays a really strong defense. You know, like they have a tough time hitting him, and he really is committed to playing his role in this team composition where Shade really does kind of hit first and Hybrid follows.
Working out quite well for himself. Now we got to run one more. Oh, okay. A little too overzealous on that one. But yeah, one more game here. See if there is a chance.
Yeah, I want to see if Hexo can kind of lean into these blasters a little bit more. Because I feel like we haven't seen as much team combos as we probably could have here. The Scythe wasn't really doing much last game. Beautiful pickup off the top from Shade, and already a lead for the red team. This might be a reverse 3-0 if it keeps going like this. They got to figure out what happened. Their stride looked so good in the first couple games.
Okay, out of the way.
Wow.
Oh, man. That's not the type of turnaround you want to see at all. You know, you thought you had some, some offense going. Next thing you know, you get ground pounded to the wrong side, too. Like, if that got hit on the right, would have been fine. But because you crossed them up, now you get hit to the blast zone rip.
Oh, really
we are not getting these combos anymore either. What keeps happening here in these games?
Oh, man. Is Guichibu about to fall here?
Okay, Pogo doesn't hit, but that definitely would have been the Guichibu stock, I feel like, if that Pogo hit.
Okay. There's still some hope. I mean, Hexo has one stock, man. I feel like he's been a non-issue in this game. I feel like I haven't noticed any pressure for him. He hasn't been able to get many SIGs like that. The downlights on these blasters, the down airs aren't connecting. Instead, he's getting punished and getting sent off stage with relative ease. Guichibu's presence also kind of starting to diminish as well. The blue team just doesn't seem to be able to work as together as they have in the past. I think the red team is doing too good of a job separating them out. Oop. Dang, nice reaction. You dodged it.
Bro, I'm looking at the blue team, and right now it's just, yeah, currently it's been a lot of kind of jumping around here for Guichi, but no real damage being put on the board just yet. That was a nice little pick up there from, hold up. Hexo kind of going crazy right there in that last, like, 10 seconds.
Yeah, he suddenly made this game an even game stock count wise. In the blink of an eye, we need more of that.
Nope.
Okay. Hexo!
That's not Hexo, bro. Guichi needs to get out the way. Just get out the way, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, Hexo was giving everybody damage, and Guichi was just like mirroring him right there. Every time just being in the right spot to get hit.
Just caught in the wrong spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to get the ISO and your homie keeps swinging by. It's like, hold on, bro. Like, give me some space, let me cook. Oh, no! Oh, and is Hexo gonna fall for that? Oh, that's so unfortunate, bro. We had the double D-Light recovery on both members of the red team.
Oh my lord!
Losing the game because of that. Ah, it's tough.
Now I'm gonna tell you right now, Hexo probably was at like 278 on a damage until that like last 30 seconds, bro. He was hitting everybody and everything, and if Guichi just would have one time went the other way, would have been able to save themselves probably a good 750 damage themselves, but just kept marking or jumping with Hexo.
Dang, yeah, I was trying to get these like Qatar recoveries when Hexo had the conversion into the blasters recovery, which is going to send higher, you know, it's going to carry you up, and then just, oh man, if he was allowed to complete that D-Light recovery on both members of the enemy team at the end there, they would have won that game and probably the set right there.
Boy, this Sam Skeleton is getting down, bro. I was still on that screen, just like, yo, he really getting down, man.
Ooh, yeah, he's really shuffling them cards, bro.
Oh man. All right. Game 5, and again, another set that I did not expect him to go to game 5, but Shade and Hybrid just know how to lock in when it's time.
Yeah, no, apparently. I mean, this will be effectively the second time they reverse 3-0 if they're able to complete this. And I just got to give them props, man. Their ability to adapt is much stronger than I think I would have guessed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is, I don't know how they doing it like this, but you know what? They doing it.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
All right, here we go. Fortress Alliance. Gonna be the scenery for game number 5. If Hexo can activate, he was at the end of that last game. You know, I think it's looking good for the blue team, but it took kind of way too long for that to start being a factor. Richibu's presence kind of dissipated a little bit. Here we go. Nice little conversion. Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm not sure if you actually need to be safe like that, but still better than potentially getting ground pounded again. So not a bad idea to go out there and push Guichibo over their heads, or Hexo over their heads to the other side. Doesn't seem to matter though. Hexo gonna go ahead and lose that stock regardless. Guichibu can't even hit the ground right now. Finally back on the stage. Hold on, see if we get a conversion. Nice, okay. And the turnaround to double conversion here. Nice.
Yeah, nice little classic side light down sig. One of the pre-nice setups that we're so used to seeing here as the blue team waking up. Oh, Guichibu almost gets a quick one on the shade. I respect it, but was it necessary? Not necessary.
Guichibu was that like, what, yellow too? I don't know.
Yeah, you know, he's kind of healthy there. I'm not gonna lie.
That was like a red stock play for sure. Like, all right, I might.
Yeah.
Oh! There we go. That's the type of conversions we want to see. Up, straight up into from the neutral sig into the recovery. Sky high with it. No way. No one was surviving. Go
elevator combo. Almost hit him with it again. Looking like what, Willy Wonka, and then the glass elevator.
Oh yeah.
Straight up.
All right, bro. That had to seal him the game, right?
Yeah, that locked it in, right? Like, right? Y'all come back from that. Y'all go to for real, but that's such a statement. And there's so much damage racked up on the shade now because of that. I mean, oof.
Hybrid trying to get down. Does manage to make it. Oh my, getting ripped out the universe yet again from a different dimension. And Hybrid is just like, go, I gotta move, but he can't move far enough. Easy coverage. What a turnaround. That was a huge moment for them to get that down air into the neutral sig, into the recovery. Yeah, that was big GG's.
Yeah, I mean, they've been kind of trying to fish for that for the majority of the set, and they just weren't able to get it so cleanly, right? Not only were they able to get it in this game 5, they're able to get it on both members of the opposing team. So there's no way for anyone to interrupt, right? We see starts off of a nair. Hexo goes, gets that down air. Richibu sets up with the end sig, and then you just see Hexo go all the way to the top with that recovery, man. That's why the Queen 9 Nyx combo is so hard to deal with, especially like, I mean, you can do that with any Blasters Legend, right? No part of that combo was Nyx specific. So if you want to go high force, rock across or something, you can do that too.
Shoot, you can even go low force and, you know, rock Lucian. It's just the fact that like the recovery hits so high, carries you all the way at the top before it even does the final blast. So you're like you're super close to the blast zone regardless. You could have been a 1 force legend and still got that KO, bro. That was crazy. So good turnaround. I mean, I thought we were about to see another reverse 3 here from Hybrid and Shade, but not this time around. They stopped the bleeding in time. 560 damage, 317 to 176 and 315. Yeah, they did not let them play the game.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. They didn't get a chance to. They plugged in their controllers and immediately unplugged them, bro. It went so fast that I don't even think they really understood what hit them.
Was that the last set, or is nobody in here?
I think we got one more. I think we're gonna have.
We have one more.
Oh, okay. Raid and Money Hollow probably.
Ooh.
Versus Toast for President.
He's still on the Amugi?
Last I checked, I didn't see him this weekend yet, but he tried it at max mode and it did okay. It did okay.
I feel like I can't believe you. Like you said.
I mean, they made a run. you know,
Okay.
but it was. He's just very vocal about how bad he believes Greatsword is, and I agree. But it was never a doubles weapon to begin with, so like it doesn't really matter in this landscape, you know. Like Amugi, definitely one of the best legends in the game, still. I think, as far as 2v2s go. So
Yeah.
we'll see what he's able to cook up with. Oh, that's what I've been waiting for, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
I need Cassidy, dog. We got
Mhm.
Glowbox in the building, and Cassidy crossover. So let's see. Oh, please tell me you're actually playing that.
Oh man, Toast, bro. Come on,
I'm
bro.
about to say. I'm
No fan.
just gonna type in the chat. Cassidy though. Cassidy though.
Is it gonna work?
My fault.
Dang, bro. I got hype, man. Nah, it's cool.
Oh man. All right. Oh shit. That's me. My fault, gang. All right. So Raid, Money Holla, Levitating, and Toast. Looks like Money Holla will be still on the Amugi. 8 force on that. And 7 defense because they went to speed. Man, that character, yeah. Hard to take out, but we'll take you out. Here we got some pretty standard picks. Got the Rayman and the Bryn. You know, Bryn's been an all-star character for this game since inception. Very, very middle-of-the-road stats. You can go into pretty much any stance and be super successful with.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Fortress Alliance for game 1. I mean, I'm always looking for like what are Money Holla, you know, on a team, because he does, you know, rock this Amugi. And he can get pretty degenerate as well. You'll see him go in a very Wub fashion, slide charging a lot of signatures off the plat as well. But I mean, Amugi has really good sigs for that, especially that axe down sig. Like he throws that joint down and pops himself up, so it's just really hard to punish.
Yeah, axe down sig. The sword, great sword side sig covering mad space. Like, yeah, you definitely can get a little ignorant with these.
Yeah, the down sig slide charge off the pad as well on the great sword. Start spinning on you, shell shocking me.
All right, so right now though, pretty down the middle. Ends up finding that one out of nowhere though. Gets the full connection as well.
Nice.
Good pass.
Down sig.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, landed on the stage though, just in case. Oh, they all get a piece of that right there. That Rayman came in and got marked up real quick. That Ogrim gonna lose that stock, looking for a dodge back right there, but still being able to slide off the stage, making it very safe.
Okay. Yeah, nice little side sig coming out here for Toast for Prez, and you can see Levitating kind of put on a little bit extra pressure as well. So far, lead is in favor of the blue team here, but not by too much. I mean, Toast definitely take quite a bit of damage though. Dang. All right, that end sig from Money Holla, and the pass right there off the end light is going to get caught by the sider as well from Raid. This blue team looking real strong now. Money charging that side sig. That second hit isn't going to work, but creates an opening for Raid to secure the knockout. Oh, dang, you did the whole combo even though...
it was automatically inputted, bro. He was like, I don't care. If somebody get hit, they get this. All right. This is, yes, still very, very solid first game here from the Axe squad right now, the blue team. Everybody on the screen got an Axe right now, though. You're going to hear them hits.
Taking me back in 2018.
Oh, yeah. Okay, double. Still living. Got the great sword in hand. Can he make it back? Does get to touch the wall. Get a little pressure right there. Here from Ogrim as well. Raid making sure the Money can get back to stage, then pushing them off. Wait, put them in a bad spot. Anybody looking? They are getting picked up just like that with the side air.
Okay, just like that. Tie battle here. Toast is in the red though, so you know Money Holla throwing out those sigs in his general direction, trying to make him sweat. One good sig away. Nice spot dodge. Money's able to get away. Things are getting pretty precarious here. Money needs to get on the stage. Hasn't touched. He didn't touch the floor there. I think he got the burn to grab and cancel a side sig. No, just dodges over. Surprised the red team didn't apply any pressure here, but they wanted the ISO for the 2v1. They're going to regret it. A nice team combo there. You don't get to see Greatsword team combo very often, but one of the few things that it does have sometimes is you get side light, D-light true.
Yeah.
But it really depends on where you pick up the side light. But you saw they were able to convert that into a confirm. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, very clean with it. No waste of time. Now, I definitely expected to see a little more damage here on the side of Money Holla, but now when I look back in that game, yeah, Raid kind of was all over the place. So managed to make sense why he got 568 damage done. Money Hollow, though, you know, the biggest thing I think with this team comes down to is, can Money Hollow get a pass, right? Money Hollow gets a pass, 8 force, great SIGs, like that stock's probably gone no matter what your defense is, though. And you saw that right at the end, getting that side SIG as the pass. So we'll see what we'll get as we keep moving in these games. Toast for Prez and Levitating. I have to go back to the drawing board real quick. It looks like they're gonna keep everything going, same stage or same characters. See if we get the same stage too, though. Small Fortress Alliance it is.
Okay. Yeah. Just saying we're gonna play better in this next game. And I said, all right, let's see if y'all can make it happen here. I mean, that was, all things considered, a pretty close game there. It did come down to final stocks for every team.
3, 2,
The damage, you know, Toast for Prez, I think the entirety of the match always was just a little bit convincingly more hurt than everyone else, you know. And so hopefully if he's able to play a bit of a tighter defense here, you know, can feel a little bit more prevalent on the stage. But right now, Levitating just trying to be the axe god.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Out of there. Now Levitating. Gonna do a little something. Here, both of them actually doing quite even in these scrambles. The red team has definitely been able to come out on top of these scrambles so far. But unfortunately, if you are only just even, then you're not really that far ahead, especially with these, again, these high force hits coming out from Amugi. You got to watch out. However, clean sneaking in that recovery.
Yeah, we saw Ray get a punch there with the side SIG, got his chase dodge just in time to get through that bring down SIG. That's an extremely active SIG, so I was surprised that he was able to do it. But with that said, I mean, still a close game here. 3 stocks on Toast. He finally falls. Ray probably going to fall soon after that. We'll see how long this Ogre can hold on to this stock. And that's how long, not very.
Not very at all. Just getting sent out of there pretty quickly. So it's now another situation where, you know, they were starting to be a chance to kind of build on that lead, but couldn't build on it for too long. So, my God! And now the blue team, good spot to kind of like really force them over the edge, keep them in a disadvantageous position, but unable to keep them there for long. These SIGs are coming out though.
Yeah. And Money Hollow wants them gone.
Yeah,
right,
GG's.
Step 1.
Kick.
There goes Levitating.
Gone. It's just back to back with him right now. The blue team has got quite a bit of momentum. Not a lot of damage here on to their stocks just yet. So should be living for at least another 2-3 hits unless it's a team combo. Oh, okay. Looking for a lot. Oh, okay. Double recovery. Wasn't expecting it. Hard punish, yeah.
So let me charge this one up. It's going to be a little bit tougher here. Money Hollow coming down from the side. Throws away that axe. I guess it's going to go snag a greatsword real soon here. And there it is. Ray trying to get back down. Of course, in the orange, needs to hang on to this stock. Money Hollow, you probably don't want to be too separated from your partner right now, just because, you know, that's kind of the win con for an enemy team there. So if anything, Money Hollow should be taking the lead. He has the second stock.
Absolutely, because they have been looking at Raid. Raid took all that damage for like maybe 15 seconds. So, like, there's literally no reason he should have been out there doing ones like that. Okay, the pickup wasn't enough though. I like the idea. Money Hollow, watch your SIGs. They hit, but luckily, yeah, Raid able to live that one.
Nice.
Money Hollow cleans it up clean. Nice.
Yeah, uses the falling side air when it connects with the ground. There's a hitbox that's active for like 1 frame, I think, on the greatsword side air that you can use to KO people like that. And so smart from him to go ahead and get the knockout that way. I mean, Money Hollow definitely started looking a little scary toward the end there. You know, he's throwing out all those SIGs. It's like, oh man, are you about to throw? But I guess he picked his situations properly and was able to go ahead and make sure that they ended up winning that game. And so once again, for game 3, we're going back to the Fortress Alliance. It looks like Money Hollow and Raid just have a consistent edge over the competition right now. We'll see if Levitating and Toast can kind of bring it back, but so far, you know, we haven't seen any crazy team combos come out of this team. Just kind of like solid gameplay. And those team combos often serve as the X factor between, you know, winning and losing, right? I mean, that's exactly what we saw happen for Michibu and Hexo in the last set, where, you know, they were pretty close, and then they got to hit that combo they rehearsed, and all of a sudden it was as over as quickly as it started, you know, but...
Okay. movement right here from Raid yet again. They're always able to shuffle around the stage. I get marked up there real quick. The coverage, okay, very nice. Could have been a double pickup. He still hasn't been able to touch the ground. He's trying to get a counterattack there at the top, but nice little pullback there from Brand. Okay, levitating to make sure he doesn't get scooped up by that downlight recovery too high up. Gets his own recovery though. This is a good start right here for the red team.
Team combo. Oh, interesting. Ground pound is the follow-up there. Thought might be a side air or something, but yeah, they don't get a whole lot of damage off of that. I kind of wanted more, truth be told. And the weapon throw accidentally saving levitating there, but might not be too much of an issue here if they can confirm this. Wow, goes down, gravity cancel downlight. One of them should have weapon throwed there, but doesn't matter. Levitating kind of gets scared and burns the dodge in the wrong direction, ends up losing the stock, and now blue team trailing behind, but at least it's evened up the stock count.
Missed opportunity right there. Oh, we're starting to take some hits. Big beats. Makes his way out there here one more time, but bro, this is they're kind of. I mean, there's a lot of like counter hit gameplay going on right now, but no one's really been able to take that super solid lead just yet. I mean, there's definitely more damage here onto the blue team, but was that a save? Somebody got hit with a.
It was an accidental save. Yeah, it was like Money Holla got that side sig and Raid just happened to have thrown that axe at the same time, but honestly, I don't think it was going to knock out anyway, and so it's all good in the hood for now. Oh,
okay, and wow, okay, blue team or red team survived. For how long though? Oh wait. Oh, okay.
Man, their team combos, man. Beat us up. They don't got that in unit. Okay.
All right, gonna be enough. Yeah, kind of needed to get something going, but yeah, that team combo could have been definitely devastating, catching both the blue team in the mix. Unfortunately, I think that recovery was a little too late and it just didn't hit. And we kind of missed these. Oh, the double recovery though, trying to land on the stage, not gonna happen. Now it's all up to Money Holla. Really does not have that much damage onto the red team at all. I think we're seeing a game 4 here.
I think so too. Yeah, that down sig hard to get around. I mean, Amugi, a pretty slow guy as well. You know, as a turtle, supposed to get around those boxing gloves from Raid, man. So definitely moving on forward here. Glad to see that Toast and Levitating were able to put something on the board for themselves, because they were looking like they were getting kind of outclassed for a second.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, honestly, this has been a lot of our sets where they just kind of lock in a little bit at on the third game. It's always the third game that the lock-in comes up, but we'll see what we can get now as we get into the fourth game.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Okay, here we are, Fortress Alliance yet again. What a surprise, right? With that said, I mean, we'll see. Toast for Prez kind of sitting here on this Rayman, just kind of biding the corner a little bit here. Raid going in with this Rocket Lance. A lot of people kept saying, oh, Rocket Lance is dead. Rocket Lance ain't good anymore in twos because of the slight nerfs that it got. But here we are. Everyone's still playing Rocket Lance. Ogrim still as popular as ever. And it still does what it does, so I'm here to say, like, this is what I'm talking about. It really locked in. Oh, first stock gone, that side air hitting like a truck there, Money Holla. Biding some time for Raid to get back. You can see a signal in the near future, maybe off the platform. Nope. There it is.
Okay.
And he gets stock for it.
We got to get the stock here off of both Levitating and Money Holla to start building up on this lead right now. Levitating almost losing that stock to that side air. Money Holla is going to make sure that stock's gone though. Slide off, down sig, get him out of here.
Oh, nice. Oh, and that's almost enough off the top from Raid. Just barely. Not enough force there to knock out, but gonna be good damage nonetheless. Money Holla is still sitting with 3 stocks as well. They can't seem to get this turtle down. Oh, picks up the axe and gets the conversion at the same time.
He's moving too, looking for that recovery this time around. Not gonna find it. Toast for Prez does get the juke, but still can't get this last hit. Money Holla. Surprisingly, I mean, staying the movement on the turtle, like, but they just can't catch him. He's a little crazy right there, but with Raiders' backup, yeah, they really couldn't try to go out there and get him. Hard punish, the neutral thing.
Shut down.
Oh, okay. Double toss right there. That was actually smart from both sides. Offensive toss and defensive toss there from Raid, and then Levitating respectively.
So team combo action. Yeah, that part's a little bit hard at that point, because what's the Rocket Lance gonna true combo off of? You really only get the Nair for the down air off of the side light. And so Money Hollow not really gonna be able to do much to follow up. Either way, good damage yet again, right? Like Toast on his final stock in the red. There goes Raid and there goes Levitating. But I mean, Toast, we just hunt him down, and that should be the set effectively if they're able to make that happen.
And they know it too. Look at him. Toast playing from the corner right now. He's been slowly trying to stay away from big man Money Holla. Almost run straight into it though.
Oh, and at this point, it's pretty much locked in. There's just so much damage done. Money Holla throwing these weapons, trying to force people off stage. Downlight getting close to knocking out here as well. And stray hits are dangerous here. Raid needs to be careful though. You got to pick on Raid, and suddenly there's a chance here for the red team. So probably gonna want to sit back here and let Money Holla kind of deal with things here. And that's one.
Can't get all the way up there in time, but yeah, Money Holla. Oh my! He kept going. He just says, "Let me just go ahead and cover this. The elevator's going down, and you just happen to be under it." GG's, Money Holla with the clean ground pound for the finisher. Yeah, I mean, Toast just was not able to play the game too much here on that last one. 665 damage taken, only a mere 268 given. Oof.
Yeah, no, I mean, well played to Money Holla and Raid, man. I mean, I always like seeing how far they're able to push it with a team like that, because you're not going to be seeing team combos happening nearly as frequently as you will with some of these other weapon and legend combinations in the twos landscape. But they're still able to make it work, and they're still able to outclass plenty of the competition, and they're going to be moving on even more into the elimination side of top 8. So congratulations. He's able to do it with the Greatsword, man. Not many people can say they do that. I don't know if anyone has really. Maybe released Greatsword, but outside of that, I don't think anyone's ever really like top 8'd with Greatsword and twos like that.
Yeah, in this current day and age for sure. But hey, you know, it's possible. We'll see what happens as the top 8 is now fully formed. And if you were definitely trying to catch that, well, guess what? You're gonna have to catch it on the other stream. I hope you guys got your tracks finished. I definitely finished my track 100 points ago. I have 320 points right now. You only need 240, bro. Yeah, bro was aura farming on those points this time around. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the side stream. So definitely go hang out with the boys in the office for the rest of the spring championship for doubles. We got a nice top 8 for you over there. But make sure you go ahead and drop a follow here if you haven't already got a chance to drop a follow. You can also follow us on Twitter or wherever you follow us on as TK Breezy Flambeezy.
Flambeezy, yes sir.
Yeah, Flambeezy. So keep it real easy right there. You actually see in the chat. But thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you on the at midseason. Actually, definitely tune into midseason. It's gonna be a great time. But as of now, it's time for you to go to twitch.tv/Brawlhalla and watch the rest of the spring championships. Have a good night. Good night.
Wild electric running through my mind, daylight slipping away, yeah. Feel ready to release that sound, embrace this beautiful day. And I never knew I could feel like this. I'm alive with vibes so positive, so I smile easily, so I smile easily. So I smile, and I never knew I could feel like this, and I never knew I could feel like this, and I never knew I could feel like this. I'm alive with vibes so positive, and I never